One. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second annual St. Thomas Greek Church live telethon here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. With me, I have Pater Christoforo, and I also have our Parish Council President, Charlie Sandillos. We are here today. We are here live from the Daniel Kosula Center, and it's a big day today. It is going to be a very important fundraiser, a fundraiser with a very hefty goal, but a very important goal. We are trying to raise money for the mortgage of the church. All the proceeds from tonight's fundraiser will be going towards the mortgage and some very necessary expenses, such as repairing the roof. So before we get started, I want to open it up to Father Cristoforo, who's going to lead us in prayer. Go ahead.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, both now and ever, unto the ages of ages. Amen. Apostole Agie Thoma, πρέσβευε το ελεήμον η Θεού, ειν απτέσμα των αφεσίν παρασχήτες ψυχές ημών. Amen. Hello everyone, Kalispera. Welcome to our second annual telethon and fun evening at St. Thomas. We're very happy to host this for the second time in the history of our parish and of our church. Χαιρόμαστε πάρα πολύ που καταφέραμε να το κάνουμε και πάλι πραγματικότητα για δεύτερη χρονιά και ευχαριστούμε όλους εσάς που είστε συντονισμένοι αυτή τη στιγμή και μας παρακολουθείτε και είστε έτοιμοι να βοηθήσετε με κάθε τρόπο το έργο της ενορίας μας.
Charlie, why don't you say a little something before we get started?
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our second annual telethon. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. We've kind of changed the format a little bit with some people coming in live. And we know that last year we had a lot of fun doing it, and we know that you had a lot of fun watching it, so that you could reconnect and see what was going on at St. Thomas. So with it being cold out again and damp, just sit back in the comfort of your own homes and enjoy and join us in fellowship and and camaraderie as we celebrate our beautiful St. Thomas Parish.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are going to have a great time tonight. As I said, we have a pretty big goal, but I think we can do it. This year, our annual goal is $200,000. It's a very big goal, but it's our annual goal. I think we can take out a big chunk of that goal tonight with your help. And that phone number, that very important phone number, I got 3 gentlemen behind me that are going to be taking our calls today. I have Saki. Yeah, I have Saki Delimaris. I have Dr. Iliadis and Jerry Capatos as well. They'll be taking your calls live. That phone number is 856-335-5027. Or you can go online, right here beneath me, right here. There's the box, right there. It is https b.link/telethon. That is the website to donate live online. Now, before we even get to that, we do have some really nice prizes that we're going to be giving away throughout the evening for those who donate. And I'm going to announce those prizes right now. Can somebody bring me the bag? I want to show off the wonderful gifts that we have tonight. So, let's see. What do we have in the goodie bag? Father Christophero's helping me out here. You're going to go with the big one first, huh? The hot ticket item. So, we got the hot ticket item here, the Oculus Quest. Now, I've never tried this, but I heard it's awesome. It's a 3D virtual reality goggles that you put on. You can play games. You can watch movies. I mean, I heard it's an incredible experience, but this is a hot ticket item right here, the Oculus Quest 2. This is the 256 gigabyte version. So, for anyone that donates, we have amounts that we're gonna hit. So, I'll explain those in a second. We got the Apple Watch here. This is the brand new Series 6 Apple Watch, aluminum. It's the 44 millimeter. That's the bigger face. For those of you who've never had an Apple Watch, well, let me tell you, it's pretty awesome. You put it on, it connects with your phone, tells you somebody's calling. You can make calls. You can text message. My mom has one of these. She loves it. Every 5 minutes, χτυπάει το χέρι της, λέει «Μαριάνθη, σηκώ πάνω, κάθεσαι πολύ, κοιτάς τηλεόραση όλη μέρα, πήγαινε περπάτημα να χάσεις κανένα κιλό». So it's very smart. It tells you to walk, it counts your calories, counts your heart rate. Παίρνει την πίεση, η πίεση ανέβηκε. Not with the Apple Watch, you'll know what your piecy is all the time. The AirPods Pro. So these are wireless headphones. You can connect these to anything that has Bluetooth, your iPhone, your laptop. I mean, these things sound amazing. It's like having a home theater system in your head. These are the AirPod Pros. We got the brand new, wow, these are awesome. Look at this. This is the brand new GoPro, the Hero 9. Woo, this thing shoots in 5K, which is future-proof because right now there's no monitors that have 5K, or if there are out there, they're like $20,000. So the Hero 9, this is like a must-have for any kind of adventure, trip, vacation that you go on. And last but not least, we got the brand new iPad Pro. This is the 12.9-inch, 4th generation, 256 gigabyte. These are all awesome gifts. Now I'm going to go through these one more time, and I'm going to give you all the denominations. So for the AirPods, any donation of 200 or more will automatically qualify you to win the AirPods. After that, we have the GoPro. The GoPro here, this is a $400 donation and up, automatically puts you in the running to win the Hero 9, the GoPro Hero 9. And that comes with the memory card as well. We also have, the Oculus. Here's the Oculus. So a $600 donation and up automatically puts you in the running to win the Oculus. The iPad Pro will be an $800 donation and up, will automatically put you in the running for the iPad Pro. And then the bonus item is here, the Apple Watch, which will be taking anyone who gives donations will be in the running for the Apple Watch. So those are the prizes, those are the incentives for tonight. So please give, we need the help. Our church is a very important pillar of our community, and we've all had hard times this year because of the ongoing pandemic. We all have heard over and over again COVID-19, and we're probably COVID tired, but it's put everybody in a very difficult spot, and unfortunately, including our church. But we can overcome this. We're a strong community. We are a united community, and tonight, with your help, we'll be even stronger. And my first guest for tonight is going to be Tassos Efstratiadis. He and I are going to discuss the beginning and the end of the renovation that we did to St. Thomas. The beautiful renovation that you see now, the cabanarios, the dome, and all the tiles, all the beautiful looking facade on the outside. So I'm going to welcome Tasso to the microphone here. Tasso, say hello to our audience.
Hello, everybody.
In the microphone there. Yep, there you go. Yeah.
Kalispera says. Kalispera.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Let's play the renovation. We have we have some pictures, and as the pictures play, Tasso, why don't you kind of talk us through what we're going to see here in the monitor?
Okay.
So here we go.
So
Now there's the plan. I see a little Father Christoforos there in the corner. That's awesome.
we created a caricature of Father Christoforos. So it all started 5 years ago, more than that, as we were getting ready for the 50th anniversary of St. Thomas. In 2017, it was the 50th anniversary. And the president at the time and the parish council and Father Christoforos decided that we have to do something really beautiful for the church. And the decision was to start by creating a new facade. If you remember our church before, it was an octagonal red brick building. Many people said it looked like a box. The truth of the matter is that it was, when you came to the interior, it was a classic Orthodox building. It's just that the exterior did not meet all that. So, and of course they don't have a dome. So what the parish council at the time, and I think it was George Koriadis who was the president, or Mr. Ozanitis, and they decided to do the facade. The facade was the first phase of our reconstruction, and it was ready for the 50th anniversary in 2017. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and after that was a $500,000 project. So after that, we decided that the church looks so beautiful, we should do the rest. And the General Assembly voted and decided to do everything, including a new dome, a new exterior, a new renovated narthex. You know, this morning I was in church with Chico Sabato, and it was cold outside, and we had the doors open, and because of COVID, and I was thinking to myself, if this had happened a few years ago, we would be freezing. One part of our project was to put heat in the narthex, which was not there before. So the work in the church was extensive. Between the facade and the interior, it was over $3 million. But the community was so united and has been ever since that we have been paying off that debt at a very good clip. And we have it down to 1.8 million now.
1.8 million. So
So-
the next person who calls and donates 1.8 million, we will give you all the prizes. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
That's true.
That's true. It ends now. That's it. Telethon over. No, we're just kidding. We have a lot of good stuff there. So 1.8 million.
So that's where we are now.
That's where we are now.
If we are doing what we discussed at Parish Council and what you mentioned before,
Yeah.
200,000 a year, in the next 5 years, we're going to reduce by another million.
Nice.
So if it's down to 800,000, then it's very manageable for the church the parish to pay it. Right now, at 1.8 million, we're paying $10,000 a month for the mortgage.
Yeah.
So our goal is to reduce it in the next 5 years, and events like this are going to help for that. Obviously, sometimes we need funds for operations too, so not everything goes to the building. But we have to raise the money and get the debt down so that we can continue enjoying this beautiful church. And of course, there's going to be another phase when we're going to do the iconography, which is the next project that Father and I always want to get into. So
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, that's an important part of the phase that we have to
it is
complete.
right
yeah.
now. Our church looks like a beautiful Byzantine church with the dome, with the front columns. It's I think it's one of the most beautiful churches in the area. And also, by the way, let me not forget the bell tower,
Yeah.
which is a very unique feature.
Yes.
You know, when we told Archbishop Telethon that we did the all this construction in the church and we made into a Byzantine church, his first question was, "Did you put the bell
Bell
tower?"
tower, sure, yeah.
And you know, that's and we did, because we thought everything through very carefully. And so I encourage all of you to make a contribution today.
Yeah. And again, that phone number is 856-335-5027, or go right onto the website. You can see it below. It's b.link/telethon, and you can donate online to give to this very wonderful cause. So as you heard, Tasso, the mortgage payment is about $10,000 a month. So that's about $120,000 a year. $200,000 a year, if we can raise within the next 5 years, we'll have a very manageable mortgage. $200,000 is a great number. I know it's a large number, but it's not just about paying down the mortgage. You know, the church has been here how long now?
54 years.
54 years. So yes, we've done some renovations, but it doesn't stop there. I mean, there's a roof that's been here. How old is this original roof up here?
I don't know. Somebody has to tell me. 10 years, 15
12,
years?
15 years. So, you know, there are other things that need to be repaired.
There's maintenance. that
Yeah,
you
there
have
is
to do all
there's
the
maintenance.
time.
Yes, there's stuff that has to be done all the time. But we can't do this without everyone's help. All of us together, we will be able to raise the money, and we'll keep it going. And tonight, like I said, I hope we can make a big chunk in our goal for 200,000. And the way we're going to do that is with your help. So again, please call 856-335-5027. There's three gentlemen behind me here that are doing a great job taking your calls. And we're going to move on to our next segment. And this next segment is when we had our Archbishop Elpidoforos, who visited us. So I have a short clip that we're going to play from the day that Archbishop Elpidoforos was here at church. So enjoy this next clip, please.
Before we before we move to the next video, I would like to say a few things about our Archbishop. As we all know, here in the United States, almost 2 years ago, our ecumenical patriarchate, in its wisdom, elected as our new chief shepherd, Archbishop Elpidoforos. And it's been 2 years only, and he has done already a wonderful work and job in the Holy Archdiocese of America. And although COVID hit for now a year now, he has still remained a wise and active spiritual father for all of us. And especially here in our parish, St. Thomas, we were extremely blessed to host him and receive him a few months ago on Sunday, December 13th of 2020. When he came, he celebrated the Divine Liturgy and he conveyed his blessings to all of us. It was a great day for our parish, a historic visit. And after all these months, the dark months of COVID, it was the first time we felt like something had changed, like better days were coming up. And it was like we were celebrating Easter, as I said in my speech that day. And His Eminence, Archbishop Elpidophoros, was very happy with what he saw. He didn't know anyone from our parish here. He didn't even know St. Thomas. It was his first visit. However, he was amazed with what he saw, with the youth, with our children, with the participation of our people, and of course with the renovation. Now, he didn't know how the church used to be prior to the renovation, but I showed him pictures, videos, and all this stuff, and he was very happy with the renovation. And since we are talking about His Eminence, we're very happy and honored to announce that he will be back. He will be here with us a week after Easter, and specifically on the day that our church, St. Thomas, celebrates its name day. So Sunday of St. Thomas 2021, which is on May 9th. We invite all of you, all of our parishioners to come. Hopefully by then the situation with the pandemic will be even better than it is now. And please come and witness His Eminence's visit. And now we are going to see a small presentation from his visit back in December 13th, and I hope you will all enjoy it.
Well, thank you, Father.
Thank you.
And also thank you, Tasso, for coming on and talking about the renovation with us. So enjoy the next clip.
And keep calling. You can also visit our website and make your donation online. Thank you.
Αγαπητοί μου αδελφοί, είμαι, όπως είπα και προηγουμένως, πολύ χαρούμενος που είμαι εδώ, στο Cherry Hill, σε αυτή την ωραία εκκλησία του Αγίου Αποστόλου Θωμά, και να σας συναντήσω και πάλι μετά από πολλά χρόνια. Το λέω ξανά, διότι η τελευταία φορά που ήρθα ήταν πριν από 25 περίπου χρόνια. Ήμουν ένας πολύ νεαρός διάκονος και είχα έρθει να επισκεφθώ την περιοχή για την εορτή και την πανήγυρη και την παρέλαση της 25ης Μαρτίου που γινόταν εδώ και την ωραία γιορτή που παραδοσιακά κάνετε όλοι σας για την εθνική μας γιορτή, την Επανάσταση του 21. Και είμαι χαρούμενος διότι δεν βλέπω στασιμότητα, βλέπω πρόοδο. Χαίρομαι που η κοινότητα αυτή προοδεύει και πάει μπροστά και έχει και νεολαία, έχει όλες τις γενιές, από παιδιά μέχρι μεγάλους, άντρες και γυναίκες. Και το Ιερό έχει ιερόπεδες. Και όλα αυτά είναι ένα τόσο σημαντικό συμβάν υγείας και προόδου για μια κοινότητα.
So we are back, and that was again Archbishop El Pidoforo, who had visited St. Thomas not too long ago, and you all just got to witness a little bit of that service and in pictures and video of that day. So we are again live. This is a telethon. We are trying to raise some money, and it's for a great cause. It's for our church, obviously. We have a hefty goal. I keep reminding everyone that it sounds like a big goal, but we have a strong community, and I have faith that we will definitely hit this goal this year. Again, that phone number is 856-335-5027, or you can donate online as well. And don't forget about the awesome prizes we have. I know everyone's talking about the Oculus. We've got the AirPods, the iPad Pro, the Hero GoPro 9, and the Apple Watch. So keep the donations coming. We've already gotten some calls in, so we have certainly a very good start. Our next section is going to be live, and we have Dr. Liadi in the house, our resident doctor for St. Thomas Church, as we joke around sometimes. But I'm going to invite Dr. Liadi, and what we're going to do next is a little COVID update, right? I know we're all sick of it, and we want it to go away. And hopefully, with the vaccines that are coming out, it will go away. But this next section is going to be interesting. For those of you who are watching from home right now, go ahead on YouTube or Facebook. I got my phone with me here. I can see people who are commenting. If you want to ask Dr. Liadi a question, just post it right in the comment section, and I'll try to get 2 or 3 questions as we're doing this live with Dr. Liadi. But I'll let him give us a quick update first, and go ahead and put your questions on the comment section, and I'll read it to Dr. Liadi. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, everyone, this evening for joining us. This is a wonderful event that we're putting together in support of St. Thomas. So, again, thank you, Mikey. He looks great in a white tuxedo. He's the only guy who can get away with this, I believe. I'm sorry, Father. There's not white robes for you. I'm sorry. You just can't do it. Yes, as Mikey mentioned, I'm on the parish council. I'm proud to be so, and I'm proud to serve the community in that capacity and as a resource for medical issues. I gave a presentation some time ago at our last telethon, actually, and even during church about where we are with COVID. And there's many questions, many misinformation, if you will, about vaccines, about corona. So I actually got together some information that, from the ground up to make sure everyone had a good and clear understanding about what immunity is, what vaccines are, and where we are today. I'm glad to say that we are so much better today than we were a year ago, that we have a better understanding of the disease, we have a better understanding of the virus, we have therapies to treat severe disease, which is the ones that can have bad outcomes, lung disease and death, and we have actually vaccines that we can actually prevent many of the diseases as well. I'm always asked, Doctor, what is immunity? And I said that's actually the protection from the infectious process. And how does one develop immunity? You develop immunity by either exposure to the infectious process or through a vaccine. And what that means is that the cold virus, for example, we've all had colds as children. We had chickenpox as children, and that gave you a degree of exposure that later on will give you some immunity to chickenpox, as an example. Nationally, the example would be polio. We were given vaccines for polio years ago and kind of eradicated most of it here in the United States and throughout the world. So an example of not taking vaccines is whooping cough, pertussis, which is what it's called. That's in Japan. And they stopped vaccinating individuals and had a flurry of whooping cough back in the early 80s and 90s. And now they started vaccinating again. So what we want to pursue with is active immunity. I want to give you a taste of a virus, a taste of something, not enough to make you sick, but enough to activate your immune response. That's called active immunity. Passive immunity was what was giving antibody cocktails to people, and those were you're giving them to people who are critically ill, for example. So what is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a cause of the common viruses. It can cause an infection. It's one of a whole series of viruses that occur that cause respiratory diseases. More serious ones are the Middle Eastern virus, Middle Eastern respiratory virus. SARS is another example of what COVID is, what the coronavirus is. What it looks like and why we call it the coronavirus is that the surface proteins of the virus look like little crowns. So they gave it the name of corona. It's not a crowning glory at all. Let's be honest.
You don't want to wear that crown.
No, it's not a crown you want. Main symptoms, everyone may know, is fever, high fevers, cough, shortness of breath, which are the troubling ones, hypoxia, low oxygen levels, and just feeling fatigue. The most impressive fatigue that you've ever had is what I'm told is many times. So what happens? You get that with a cold. Why is this not, why don't you just have an ordinary cold and have it go away? Why does it turn into COVID infection that becomes very serious? Well, we activate your immune complex. You've activated what's called cytokines. So once you don't have immunity, you get exposed to this, you get a activated immune system, and then our own immune system takes off and starts over attacking this response. And that's called a cytokine storm. And that's actually what causes injury. That's actually what causes respiratory distress and can actually kill some people. So that's why we want to stop the process from starting an immune response. Everyone asks me, what's the difference between the flu and, for example, the flu and the corona? And I would tell you both have fever, both have muscle aches, headaches, sense of smell. Coronavirus, for whatever reason, attacks the olfactory senses, which you lose your sense of smell and taste. That's unique to corona. The fever can be impressive. The exhaustion is most impressive as well. You get shortness of breath. Not common with the flu, very common with the coronavirus. Who's at risk? And this is a big concern. That's why we as the Parish Council, with our leadership, made a decision last year, as guided by the state government, to shut down coffee hour, to really restrict exposure to the church, because older age is a significant risk for developing the serious complications of corona. Not just necessarily corona, but the serious complications. Kidney disease, lung disease, heart disease, blood diseases are those that develop the serious complications of corona. How do we transmit? We know it's through respiratory viruses. We're all wearing masks. I happen to look pretty good at my mask, and Maki looks good without a mask. What can I say about that? And then again, the concern is, why is it so? Why do we have to fear it? Why is there concern? Why do we do this pandemic? Because the transmission rate of this virus is 4 to 5 times the transmission rate of the ordinary flu. So for every one person who gets the flu, one and a half will get will transmit to one and a half people. For every one person that gets corona, 4 people, 3.5 to 4, will get coronavirus in their household. Hence the exposure risk. Now, what do we have to help treat? We have better identification. We have drugs to help the critically ill. And then how do we prevent transmission? Is through the vaccines. 3 vaccines are available. Please don't fear them. I was fortunate. I was blessed. I was in the middle of it. They felt it was important that we as healthcare practitioners got the virus, and I got it early on. So and I'm here today to say that I survived getting my vaccine, and that I feel comfortable taking care of patients and talking to all of you. 3 viruses exist. 2 are novel in the sense that they've never been. We've never really given on a mass scale this type of virus, vaccine, excuse me. It's a portion of the virus, that crown I spoke about, encapsulated in fat, in cholesterol. And that's the Pfizer virus or the Moderna virus. They're very similar in its mechanism, really established differently. Both of them require 2 exposures and give you greater than 95% reduction in the development of severe COVID. And I think that's incredible. I mean, that's unheard of in the vaccine world, I'm told. The Johnson & Johnson virus just came out, a vaccine just came out, which is more of a standard, a traditional virus. It's a portion of the coronavirus that's attached to an ordinary adenovirus, which is an ordinary cold virus, to again get you that exposure, to develop that active immunity we talked about earlier on. So both of those all three of those are now available. We've tried to get everyone who's of the age, who's at the high risk to get those viruses. So I'll end there. I don't want to take up too much more time, but I just wanted to bring everyone forward that there is good news. God has been good to all of us by giving us health and helping and making letting mankind develop these kind of vaccines. So again, I thank you for the opportunity, Maki. I'll answer any questions that people have.
I do have some questions. So from where we were last year when this all started, right? I mean, it was crazy. Like, we were like, there's this virus thing. It's like a pneumonia. Nobody knew what it was. People were dying. People were scared. I mean, personally, myself, I mean, I wouldn't even go out to get groceries. I'd have them delivered, and I'd go out in like this hazmat suit. I'd spray the grocery bags down with like with bleach and alcohol before I brought it in the house. But things have changed since last year. So can you tell us a little bit about how things have changed? Like, do we know more about this virus? What has changed? Like, what do we know?
Great.
And all that stuff?
Great question. Great question. You know, why do we know differently now than we did know before? We know now that it's mostly, I would say, 95% respiratory. That we are transmission human to human. That the fomite, which is what you describe, a non-organic matter, non-live matter transmission, is a very small portion. It's still worthy of not necessarily spraying your groceries down with bleach, but still worthy of washing your hands, cleaning surfaces when appropriate. But clearly, we understand it better. We understand the transmission better, and we have drugs now. We have a Regeneron cocktail for the mild to moderate cases. I send many patients over for that. That's an outpatient infusion to turn them from mild to moderate to asymptomatic.
Great.
That the symptomatic people get remdesivir, which is an IV form in hospital, plus steroids. We would never have given steroids to an ordinary infection before. It would actually make you worse. In COVID, it actually makes you better. So we kind of understand what we're doing. We definitely understand better at this time.
So things are, as time goes, we're learning more and more about it, better ways to treat it,
Correct.
which hopefully will, lower fatalities and serious symptoms and all that. So in terms of protection, you said the mask. So scientifically, right, not an opinion, not politically, not anything, just from a scientific standpoint, how important is it to social distance and wear a mask?
Okay. Has been shown by studies. So again, staying out of the political arena, I completely agree with Maki. This is not, in my opinion, this is not a political discussion. This is a scientific discussion. Scientists, especially a nice study by the Brits, have actually shown that wearing a mask, both yourself and your friend near you, 6 feet apart, will actually the transmission of any particles is nearly less than 0.01%. So that's incredibly low. That that Maki can obtain something from me, both of us wearing masks. 6 feet is saw as a distance that we can actually have a reduction in the transmission of particles, of oral particles. Doesn't mean you shouldn't wear the mask and be 6 feet apart. It means that you probably should be both. So, Mikey, I think I'm vaccinated. I'm hoping I'm getting you vaccinated. so your exposure to me would be little. But those social distances, those practices have made a huge impact, in my opinion. Yeah. Here in New Jersey, we're in a much better state than we were a long time ago. Yeah.
And one last question here. So I think what's happening with the vaccines is that there's a lot of misinformation, obviously.
Yes.
When you're on YouTube, Facebook, or any of the crazy, areas of the World Wide Web, everyone has an opinion. All of a sudden, everyone is an expert doctor, medical, PhD, HHD, all that stuff.
Yes.
So, I think what most people are probably worried, though, rightfully so, is the speed at how this happened, right? I know we had this government program, Operation Warp Speed, and I think most people that I've talked to personally, I think one of their biggest fears is like, well, the vaccine came out so fast. How could they have done the safety precautions and all that? So can you tell us a little bit about the speed of the vaccine and how safe you think it is.
No, I completely agree. It's unprecedented, the speed at which it came out. So let's take a step back. The mRNA concept and virus formation has been used for chemotherapy for over 25 years.
So it's not an old concept.
So it's not an old concept.
A new concept, I mean.
It's an old concept that they applied to a new disease state. So I feel very comfortable saying that this has been in practice for many, many years. That the signal, the immune response that one gets early on is really that's the hazard associated with vaccines. And just confirming that you get an adequate immune response, that there's no major organ impairment early on has been how they validated the safety from it. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a standard vaccine. Has some controversy because of how it was formed, but nonetheless, that's a standard vaccine. So for those who are concerned, I think they should consider the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Sure. Great information.
Marky, thank you so much. Thank you for
no
this
microchips
effort.
from Bill Gates. It's not going to make me smarter or anything like that.
Unfortunately, we can still find you though. Maki's got it. We can find him via GPS, but no, not smarter though. Not smarter.
You already have them. I mean, most people who think they're going to get embedded with a microchip, I have bad news for you. You already have a microchip right here. It's in your pocket. It's called your cell phone. It's got GPS. You can get tracked all the time. So they don't have to put it in your body.
Please support St. Thomas. Please support this telethon. Mikey's doing an outstanding job. We're so happy to have him here. And again, thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you. The little COVID bump. Thank you for being here and sharing that information. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the number to call, 856-335-5027. And our website is https://b.link/telethon. Or you could go to the St. Thomas website as well. So our next segment is a wonderful segment. And we have a little bit of a surprise as well in terms of our live guest. So we are going to show you when Bishop Apostolos was here at our church. So I'm going to play the clip.
St. Thomas is my home.
So we're going to have a special message first.
In life have happened here. I was baptized in this church, experiencing my first sacraments as an Orthodox Christian. But the church itself has changed since my baptism. It looks so much nicer now because of the light from the dome and the bell tower outside. In the Lord's house, I've learned many lessons, from learning to do my cross to the sacraments and commandments during my 8 years of Sunday school. But the best lessons I learn are as an altar boy, because I can observe the clergy closer than when I'm in the pews. When I first became an altar boy, I could sit next to my great-grandfather, Father Demetrius, and he would teach me what was proper for an altar boy to do. The friends I've made here have become like family. We attend Sunday school, Greek school, Joy, and summer camp together, just to name a few. And St. Thomas as our church and our faith in Jesus, that brings us together. I love my church because it is my home.
Through St. Thomas Church, I found my Greek pride, learned about my heritage, and a lot of memories.
Thomas Church, I have my faith, which has been an all-time high and will always high. God, which will be with me forever and will always stay. I have the community of St. Thomas Church. Well, it's just the community I've ever been in, and the music I've made will just stay there forever.
Thomas Church, I went to Greek school with my family and my friends. I learned a lot about history and made memories.
With St. Thomas, our St. Family, dedicate this video to St. Thomas. Apostole aiethoma, presbeve to eleimoni Theo, in baptismaton afesi, parasigestikes Simon.
What happened? And we are back live. So mix up with the programming there. We're switching things up. That's what happens when you're live. You can do whatever you want. You can change the programming. I just wasn't informed, but that's okay. We took it in stride. It's okay. It's totally fine. Everything is fine. We still look good. So Father Cristoforo, that was an awesome message from some of our youth of our parish, and we'll have some more messages throughout the programming today. But you have a message for us now.
Yes. So over a month ago, His Eminence Archbishop Telethon
the 55 parishes that comprise the holy metropolis of New Jersey. A couple of weeks ago, we had the blessing and the honor to receive His Grace Apostolos here at St. Thomas. He came and he celebrated the Divine Liturgy, and we got to meet him and know him. And everybody was very impressed with him, with his presence, with his kindness. And as we all know, he has a strong will to work hard in our holy metropolis and unite the faithful, the thousands of Greek Orthodox faithful that live from North Jersey all the way down to Virginia. Having said that, today we have another great honor and blessing to have him here, right now, with us, live. He came to show his support for this cause that we're doing this telethon and to give us his blessing. Καλωσορίζουμε λοιπόν το Θεοφιλέστατο Επίσκοπο Μηδίας, κύριο Απόστολο, ο οποίος μας κάνει σήμερα την μεγάλη τιμή και έχουμε την μεγάλη ευλογία να τον έχουμε εδώ μαζί μας, ζωντανά, βρίσκεται αυτή τη στιγμή εδώ και μας κάνει την τιμή να μας πει δύο λόγια σε λίγα λεπτά και να μας δώσει την ευλογία του για αυτή τη μεγάλη προσπάθεια την οποία κάνουμε. Όπως ξέρουμε, είμαστε εκκλησία, δεν είμαστε ούτε κλαμπ, ούτε οργανισμός, είμαστε εκκλησία και στηριζόμαστε και βασιζόμαστε στην ευλογία του Επισκόπου μας. Χωρίς την ευλογία του Επισκόπου δεν μπορούμε να κάνουμε τίποτα. Και πρέπει να το θυμόμαστε αυτό, γιατί καμιά φορά ξεχνιόμαστε με τα κοινοτικά, με τις οργανώσεις και ξεχνάμε πολλές φορές ότι πάνω απ' όλα είμαστε εκκλησία. Είμαστε η Ορθόδοξη Εκκλησία του Χριστού. Καλωσορίζουμε λοιπόν το Θεοφιλέστατο. Πριν έρθει εδώ να μας δώσει την ευλογία του, θα δούμε ένα μικρό απόσπασμα από την πρόσφατη επίσκεψή του πριν από 3 εβδομάδες εδώ στην ενορία μας.
Indeed, it's a beautiful day, Sunday morning, a chilly day. But God blessed us to be able to come to this wonderful church dedicated to St. Thomas and say thank you, Lord, that you've been giving us all the blessings in our life. Thank you, Lord, because you gave us the opportunity one more time to be in your worshiping house and glorifying you, your mother, our beloved Theotokos, and all the saints. So simply, it's a Thanksgiving day when we've been going to the church and praying, particularly on Sundays morning. For me, it's a special opportunity because it's my first time being with you and visiting this wonderful church of St. Thomas. And I'm very grateful to the Lord our God, who have blessed me and gave me the strength and a good health to travel from New York and serve this morning and pray with you. I would like to thank your pastor, the very Reverend Archimandrite Father Christophoros, and your wonderful Parish Council people who gave me this opportunity to be with you this Sunday. In the meantime, I really want to take this again moment and share with you the amazing gospel that the Lord has given us today through the gospel.
All right, welcome everybody back to our live telethon here at the Daniel Kosula Center at St. Thomas Church in Cherry Hill. And I'd like to welcome Bishop Apostolos. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. This is an exciting surprise for us, for sure.
Yes.
So I understand that you came here. Tell us how that all transpired. How did you decide to show up today?
Thank you, Gerasime, and thank you also, Father Christopher, for this great opportunity that you'll be giving to me tonight. First of all, Father Christopher gave me this wonderful information about this particular initiative that the parish has been doing tonight. And I've been visiting the Philadelphia area for this weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to be serving at the Church of the Annunciation in Philadelphia, celebrating the feast of St. Anthimos of Chios. And I make that decision to be tonight with you, supporting this initiative again, and say to all the parishioners that have been watching right now that it's a great opportunity to all of us to show one more time our strong faith to the church and to the Lord our God. It is a very difficult times that we believe in those days with the pandemic, and God have blessed us to utilize this particular electronic devices, all the equipments and everything that is relevant to this particular initiative, internet, live program, and people they've been capable to organize this particular initiative. And I really want to thank all of you. You, Gerasime, you're the master of ceremony. Of course, your pastor here, Father Christopher, and all these people that have been working behind the scenes and the cameras and the microphones. But it's a great opportunity to give a short message to the amazing people of the Cherry Hill Parish that what are you doing here? It's the work of the Lord. And we need to be united one more time and to show to the Lord that we are faithful and dedicated to Him. The church, it's an organization that has been established by His own blood and His own sacrifice to the cross. So the Lord now has been blessing this particular initiative because He's been seeing that the people that are united in His name and they're supporting their own church, the community. The word community is very relevant to what we're doing to the church today, because community also has the message that we are in communion with the Lord, in communion with the people, the people that are faithful people dedicated and supporting this particular parish of St. Thomas. So giving your contribution to the parish, it shows to everyone that you really want this particular parish to grow, and supporting in this difficult time is very essence and very sensitive time for all of us to be united in communion with the Lord and united with the communion of the people. And it's so wonderful seeing people working together. Even though we cannot be able to gather in person and having another event to pay off this particular expenses and the mortgage of the parish here, but we can support in very different venues. And this is what exactly I'm here to support this initiative and say thank you to all of you on behalf of the Archbishop and on behalf of all the communities of the metropolis of New Jersey, because you're doing something that is unique and is wonderful. And maybe you will be the example of the parishes that the people, they can follow your steps to support the ministries of each parish in this metropolis of New Jersey. And I thank you, all of you, because, again, showing to all of us how important it is to support not only financially the church, but your contribution shows exactly your faith and dedication in communion with the faith and in communion with the Lord and in communion with our parishioners and all the people that really want to join and worshiping the Lord our God in this holy place named St. Thomas Parish in Cherry Hill. Θα ήθελα ειλικρινά να σας ευχαριστήσω για αυτή την πολύ γιγαντιαία προσπάθεια την οποία κάνετε για την ενορία του Αποστόλου Θωμά. Είναι ένα πολύ σπουδαίο έργο και με αυτή σας την προσωπική συμμετοχή δείχνετε για ακόμα μια φορά πόσο πραγματικά αγαπάτε την Εκκλησία σας, αγαπάτε την ενορία και τα προγράμματά της. Η ενορία μας και η Εκκλησία του Θεού στη γη είναι το σπίτι μας, γιατί ο Θεός είναι ο Πατέρας μας και χωρίς την παρουσία του Θεού στη ζωή μας είμαστε φτωχότεροι και είμαστε αυτοί οι οποίοι βρισκόμαστε στο έλεος διαφόρων άλλων συνθήκων, όπως αυτής της πανδημίας της οποίας ζούμε αυτές τις δύσκολες ημέρες. Χρειαζόμαστε λοιπόν την παρουσία του Θεού στη ζωή μας, τη συμμετοχή μας στα ιερά μυστήρια της Εκκλησίας και ο λόγος και ο τρόπος που μπορούμε να αντιμετωπίσουμε αυτή τη στιγμή, αυτή την δυστυχισμένη κατάσταση στην οποία ζούμε, είναι να είμαστε ενωμένοι με τον Θεό. Να είμαστε ενωμένοι μέσα στο χώρο όπου δοξολογείται το όνομα του Αγίου Θεού, στο ναό δηλαδή, στην Εκκλησία. Θα ήθελα λοιπόν να σας συγχαρώ τον Master of Ceremony, τον κύριο Γεράσιμο και όλους αυτούς υπέροχους ανθρώπους, τους οποίους εγώ τους βλέπω και εργάζονται οικειοθελώς για το καλό της Εκκλησίας και βρίσκονται πίσω από τις κάμερες και πίσω από αυτά τα συστήματα τα οποία χρησιμοποιούμε. Τον ιερατικό σας προϊστάμενο, ο οποίος εργάζεται νυχθημερών για το καλό της Εκκλησίας και όλους τους επιτρόπους, τον πρόεδρο της κοινότητας, τις κυρίες της Φιλοπτώχου που εργάζονται για το καλό και την καλή πρόοδο της ενορίας. Σας συγχαίρω λοιπόν για όποια προσπάθεια και αν κάνετε. Θέλω να γνωρίζετε ότι αναγνωρίζετε και από το Θεό, διότι το έργο αυτό που γίνεται στην ενορία αυτή είναι έργο του Θεού, δεν είναι έργο των ανθρώπων. Και ο Θεός χαίρεται και ευλογεί και αγιάζει τους ανθρώπους που συμμετέχουν και συνεργάζονται στο κοινό έργο της αγάπης του Θεού. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ και σας εύχομαι ολόψυχα καλό τριώδιο, καλές απόκριες και με το καλό να έχουμε μια ευλογημένη Τεσσαρακοστή.
Thank you for those kind words, Bishop Apostolo. I mean, that was, wow. I mean, that was a special message.
Thank you.
We're all very grateful that you're here. I think, obviously, we can acknowledge that, yes, St. Thomas Church, we're making an effort today because we certainly need help, but everybody needs help. I mean, it's not just St. Thomas. There are other Greek Orthodox churches that have been financially impacted by the virus, other communities, individuals that have been physically and financially impacted by the virus. And, you know, I guess what have... In your position, I mean, we've seen this in the movies, right? Nothing could have prepared us in real life to see something of this magnitude, this kind of, you know, worldwide pandemic. So how has it affected just overall, I guess, the overall Orthodox, you know, community?
You're talking about the pandemic?
Yes, yeah.
The pandemic, unfortunately, has affected tremendous the church because the people cannot be able to go and worship in the Lord in person. Because we are, as Christian Orthodox, we really want to be in the church building to pray the Lord. And the other thing is we, as Christian Orthodox, we can stay at the house and pray and be connected with the Lord. However, we cannot be able to receive the sacraments of the church. Like the Protestants, other, brothers and sisters They are being worshiping in a different locations and buildings. They call temples or worshiping houses. But we as Christian Orthodox, we being connected with the Lord with a different perspectives. And the perspectives and the realities and the facts of our faith, it says the Christian Orthodox people, they need to be receiving the sacraments, which is the Holy Eucharist, the baptisms, the weddings. All these people, they're being stepped away from those Eucharistic liturgical life because of the pandemic. And the other thing is we lost the community and the communion, because people, they cannot attend the services. They cannot also be able to see, the brothers, the sisters, the friends, the kumbaros, the kumbara. We are one family at large.
Yeah.
And the other things that we do have here in this beautiful church and all the churches under the archdiocese is that the people, they have the opportunity to have the fellowship right after the churches, right? And it's also part of our faith and our tradition in our church. Now with the pandemic situation, the people, they've been afraid to come to the church. They've been afraid to receive Holy Communion. They've been afraid to be married. They've been afraid to be baptized, their children. And the only thing that they need to do it, because we can't avoid it, is when somebody's passed away, they need to come to the church. So the pandemic situation has affected tremendously the life of the church. However, day by day, we've been seeing light at the end of the tunnel because of the vaccine, and I've heard the doctor saying wonderful things about the vaccination of the people. It's a very optimistic element of our life, and beyond of that, we believe in God that the Lord will be able to give us again the opportunity through His protection to see all the people coming back to the church. So, unfortunately, yes, we do have this particular impact to the church, not only spiritually. I'm saying, just to be clear, the people, they cannot be able in person to participate in the sacramental life of the church, but also financially, because the churches, they need the support for the people. Yeah. Because without the church is the people. Without the people, there's no church.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, that is truth, and that is certainly something that has impacted all of us. We've all been worried.
And also, I'm sorry to interrupt, but also the youth programs.
Yeah.
All the parishes, they have youth programs. I don't want to see, the youth people just to be away from the life of the church. Even for the Sunday school, the Goya programs, all the programs are relevant to the ministries of the church, and the Philoptochos programs. All those, programs and the ministries of the parishes, they've been affected.
Sure.
And now we need to start going better day by day, but we need to support and give, more attention to the life of the church, because the church is our home.
Absolutely.
And whatever you're doing for the church, it's an investment for the future, not only for the youth people, but also for ourselves.
Sure. And it's a very large, wide network as well. I mean, we're all over the world, not just America. And as things unfolded, we had to move. I'm sure everyone had to move quickly and figure out what needed to be done to, kind of continue services one way or the other. As we see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is great with the vaccines that are hopefully going to help us get back to some sort of normality. But tell us, if you can, just as one last thing, and I'm sure you have to go, but just kind of one last thing, because I think people at home, they're just curious. They want to know how the inner workings happen, especially when it's so worldwide. So how did all that happen? How did the message go out through the network to, like, okay, it's happened, there's this vaccine, things are getting shut down across the world. How was the message spread out to each individual community, from the top down, to whether it was the mask mandate, whether it was capacity issues? Tell us how the message was delivered, because it's
the
so
message.
worldwide.
The message of the gospel you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
The message. Now again, we've been using all the electronic devices. We are very blessed in this kind of century to be able to communicate with all the people through the internet now.
Yeah.
All the parishes in the metropolis of New Jersey, they've been streaming, the live streaming the services. But again, it's not like a TV program.
Right.
People, they can stay home and watching the TV, watching the liturgy or the Vespers or any kind of program of the church, but it's not the same thing.
Right.
It's completely, disconnected with the life, the vibrant life of the church, the true life of the church. Because we want to see back the young people play basketball here, right? We want to see the young people coming back to the classes and learn about Christ, about the gospel, to the Sunday school. We want to see the Goya programs coming back to the home and the house of the Lord, which is St. Thomas Parish.
Yep.
I assume you grew up into this parish,
Yes,
and all
yes.
the young people there surround me. So
Baptized here.
you do have wonderful memories of this,
Absolutely.
youth, right?
Yeah.
Life. So imagine your children just step away from the church for this particular pandemic time. It's a tremendous impact, spiritually and physically, because they're disconnected with the rest of the friends, relatives, people. They are Greek Orthodox and non-Orthodox people. They really join us to the other events of the parish. And we've been blessed. Again, it was hard last year during the Grey Land and the Holy Week. Me, as a bishop of the church, just been going to the church and offering the services, and just the church was empty, dark.
Yeah.
And now, in this year, we have the hope that the people can be able to come and attend, not full 100%, but the parishioners will be able to participate this Holy Grey Lent, and also during the Holy Week to be able to come back to the church and pray and offer their own love and dedication to the church and to our faith and our Lord Jesus Christ. I think it's a great opportunity again to talk to you through this particular initiative. And profoundly, I really want to thank your pastor here, Father Christopher, the Parish Council President, and all the members of the Parish Council, and the Philoptochos ladies. They've been working so diligently every day for the best of this parish and the progress of this parish. And again, you, the young people, the new generation of this parish, participate and spend time and effort from your own family. For me, it's a unique and tremendous effort, and I really thank you on behalf of the metropolis.
Thank you as well from us, and we were very delighted to have you. Thank you for your time. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, Bishop Apostolos here with us live today. Amazing. Thank you for coming and being a part of this program.
Και εγώ σας ευχαριστώ και σας εύχομαι καλή και ευλογημένη Σαρακοστή, και αυτή τη βδομάδα, το Σαββατοκύριακο, να γιορτάσουμε όλοι με υγεία τις απόκριες, όπως εμείς οι Ορθόδοξοι Έλληνες τις γιορτάζουμε κάθε χρόνο. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ, Πάτε Χριστοφόρε, και τον Πρόεδρο και όλους εσάς και τους ανθρώπους και πάλι που εργάζεστε πίσω από τις κάμερες και το πρόγραμμα αυτό το οποίο έχετε αποφασίσει για να βοηθήσετε οικονομικά την ενορία μας. Σας ευχαριστώ όλους, τον καθένα ξεχωριστά, που παρακολουθείτε και συμμετάσχετε σε αυτή την προσπάθεια.
All right, we are live again. That was a clip of the situation, how it unfolded as far as COVID-19, how in the beginning everything was shut down. We surprised Father with a drive-by, and then we showed some video clips of the services that took place remotely, virtually, basically via Zoom, via Facebook, via YouTube. Unfortunately, Easter was one of the holidays last year that was right towards the beginning of the pandemic that we could not be here physically to celebrate. And we saw the video of Father Cristoforo doing the Anastasi basically all by himself in church with no one there, with the Epitafio. Unfortunately, no one really being able to partake in the normal traditions that we do. Father, I'm sure you have a lot of emotions and thoughts about that specific time period.
Yes, Mikey. I mean, if I start talking about this, I will burst in tears because that was a very difficult time for me. I remember, like a year ago, it was the fourth salutations to the Theotokos on a Friday, when I did the service for the first time in my life, and I don't know, in the recent history of the Orthodoxy, without any faithful. And it was the first time we had a live streaming of the service. I remember that night after the service, I couldn't sleep. I was very bad. I felt my heart ached so much. And since then, this ugly situation and adventure with the empty churches began. What you just saw and watched is from the services of Holy Friday and Easter of 2020, which, of course, were done without people, without faithful. Now imagine to have Holy Friday service, the Epitafio service, with an empty church. We couldn't stop crying. It was very emotional in a very bad way, of course. And my prayer is that this will never happen again. Today, it's Psychosavato, the first Saturday of Souls, and the church was filled. Not filled, but I mean, according to the limitations, but it felt like normal, and it was so nice. I'm honestly saying that I could not go through that again, to have another Holy Week and Easter without you, the faithful, and the people of our church. I also remember that through March, April, and May of 2020, this place, okay, not just the church building, but all the facilities of St. Thomas, which used to be so filled with life, with people every day, day and night, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, all of a sudden became silent, became without soul, without life. I remember me walking through these empty buildings, the empty school, the empty gym, the empty church, the empty offices, the empty St. Irene's Hall, and I was crying because I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that we were going through that. Thank God, things are much better now, at least here in our area, and things are getting back to normal. What I want to say, though, and to conclude my thoughts, is that through this situation with the pandemic and the separation with the church, we hopefully realized how important the church is in our lives, how dependent we are on the church, and how blessed and lucky we are, and all of our parishioners that we have St. Thomas. And we have a church which is near us, near our homes, near our families. A church with programs, youth programs, all kind of programs. A church which is approachable to everyone, and it's here for everyone. As I say all the time, the priests and the parish council members and all the administrators of the church and of the community come and go. You, the faithful, the parishioners, stay. And this is everyone's spiritual home. And we have to keep this spiritual home of ours running and being alive and strong. Now that the pandemic is hopefully almost over, we have to work not double but triple, work very hard to bring things back to normal. And most importantly, as His Grace mentioned, to bring our youth back, to bring our children back. And I make a plea to all of the parents. Please make sure that your children will come back to church, will come back to their natural place to be. This is our second home. This is what I have been trying from the very first day I came 5.5 years ago, to make everyone feel like we are one family. One family with arguments, with fights, with disputes, with problems, with, we're different people, but with a great unity and connection under Jesus Christ. So please make sure that your children will be back and they will feel again our wonderful church. What I realized from this pandemic, Maki, is that the church is nothing without you. No matter how many renovations we do, no matter how much gold we put in our churches and silver and diamonds, the church is nothing, is zero, means nothing without your presence. You are the treasure of our church. And please, let's make sure that we will keep that. We will continue that no matter what. The scenes that you just watched from last year, let's pray that will never happen again. And also that through all this we will receive and learn a great lesson. That without God, without Jesus Christ, we're nothing. We're useless. After.
Well, God willing, this year Easter services will have people, but that was very. I could feel your emotion as you took us through, last year. And again, for those of you who are watching today, please don't forget we definitely need your help. That phone number is 856-335-5027, or you can donate online at the link as you see below, which is https:/b.link/telethon, or just go right to the St. Thomas Greek Orthodox Church website. Now, before you go, Father, I have a little surprise for you, and hopefully this will lift your spirits.
Okay, so I need that now.
Let's play this next clip.
Χρόνια πολλά, Father. Χριστός Ανέστη και χρόνια πολλά, Πάτερ Χριστοφόρε.
Χρόνια πολλά, Father. Hope you enjoy your name day. We love you very much.
Χρόνια πολλά, Father. We miss you. Happy name day, Father.
Happy name day, Father. Χρόνια πολλά για τη γιορτή σου. Hope you're doing well.
Happy name day, Father. I hope all is well.
Happy name day, Father Christophoros. Kronia Pola.
Happy name day, Father Chris. I hope you have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Kronia Pola, Father.
Kronia Pola, Pater Christophoros. Megapi Anya και Natalia.
Happy name day, Father. We miss you.
Kronia Pola, Papuli.
Kronia Pola. Happy name day, Father Christophoros. We miss you.
Happy name day, Father Christophoros. We love you, we miss you, and we can't wait to get back to church. I hope you have a great day. Gonya Pola.
Happy name day, Father.
Happy name day, Father.
Kronia Pola, Pater
Kronia Pola, Pater Christophoros.
Hi, Father. I miss you. We miss you too. Everyone in my family misses you too. Kronia Pola, thank you. Bye.
Χριστός Ανέστη. Ευχαριστώ, Πάτερ, για όλα που κάνετε. Και χρόνια πολλά για την εορτή σας.
We miss you.
Happy name day.
Happy name day, Father. Enjoy it.
Christos Anesti. Kronia Pola. We miss you. Have a happy name day.
I love you.
I love you. Happy name day.
Bravo.
Kronia Pola, Pater Χριστοφόρος. Kronia Pola, να σε καλά. Kronia Pola, Pater, Kronia Pola. Kronia Pola.
Happy name day, Father. Happy name day, Father.
Happy name day, Abuna. Happy name day, Father Christophoros. A good year to be.
All right, we are live.
Can I say? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
of course, yeah.
I mean, this video that you just watched.
Surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise for tonight. It wasn't a surprise overall because I received this gift from our kids back in May when I had my name day on May 9th, and that was my reward and my treasure. And I thank all of our kids for their love and innocence that they showed. And as I said, I invite them back to our church. And I also remember the day of St. Thomas last year when we celebrated the feast of our church in an empty church. And afterwards, outside in the parking lot, I received another great gift, which was all the people in their cars, making all kind of sounds, and that was a great gift, and I thank everyone. But as I said, hopefully nothing of all this will happen again.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Well,
Come on,
before
it's
we go to the
gift
next
time.
It's gift time. Before we go to the next segment, we're going to announce the first winner for the first prize. And the first prize, we're going to give away the AirPod Pro. AirPod Pros first. So after that, we still have 1, 2, 3. We got the GoPro, we got the Oculus, and we have the iPad. So 4,
And the
6,
iWatch.
and the iWatch is at the end. It's the bonus. So 4, 6, and 8. 400, 600, 800 are the denominations for the GoPro, the Oculus, and the iPad. So, Father, do me the honors.
I go first.
Pick just one. We're only doing the iPod. Yeah. What do we got?
Αγγελική Καπάτος.
Look at that! Hey, congratulations.
How about that?
Look at that. So, congratulations. There we go. Angela, you got the AirPod Pro. Look, we don't even have to send it to you. Your husband's right here, so you can just take it home with him.
I'm sure George is going to take it.
Yeah.
Of course. Or Stefanos.
So,
Or Stefanos.
awesome. So, the next segment, before we do that, of course, the phone number, 856-335-5027. You can go on the church's website as well, or the link below, https:/b.link/telethon to donate.
So please call, and
us.
you have the chance. We have 3 great men answering the calls: Dr. Iliadis, Jerry Kapatos, and Sakis Delimaris, and you may have the opportunity to speak to Dr. Iliadis, but please don't ask him all kind of medical questions, okay? If he answers the phone, okay? Okay.
What's our total? $23,000 already.
Wow.
23,000. We're ahead of where we were last year, I think. So 23,000. Keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. That is awesome. 23,000. That is terrific. So
one more time.
856 335 5027. Yep. So let's play the Philoptochos video, and we'll be right back. are back live at the Daniel Kousulis Center. With me is Carol Pappas from the Philoptochos organization. And, well, that was a wonderful slideshow there.
Oh, it was, yes.
And so thank you for coming today and taking time out of your day to be a part of this program. You know, it's a little different this year than last year. We're trying to invite active members of the community of different organizations to join us today. So, Carol, why don't you tell us a little bit about Philoptochos?
Okay, I was just watching and looking at the bid and buy and all that we've done, and you know, we really miss doing everything. I told Father all through the pandemic that I just felt so helpless, you know, not being able to be together with everybody, but we still were able to help people. So, you know, we finished our we had a 2-year community service project, and we had the community of St. Thomas help us, which was wonderful. We helped out Joseph's House Adult Shelter and Covenant House, and we also have done the food pantry, the Cherry Hill Food Pantry.
Yeah.
We volunteer for the food pantry. We donate quarterly, and we also collect food. And all year there's usually a box out, and the church community does come through, and they always donate. We've done a coat drive and a shoe drive, and we've always done very well. We are so blessed to have such wonderful people in our St. Thomas family. We did try to reach out to people, because in the beginning of the pandemic it was just terrible. Nobody, you know, especially the senior citizens who were locked in, and we were all locked in, but you know, at least we could go to the store, but it was, you know, a difficult time. So we did try to reach out to everybody, and we do so many, you know, things that I can't even tell you how many we donate to. The total that we dispersed for 2020 was over $36,000. So we were able to still do, even though we were not together.
Sure.
So
how about now that, you know, things have been very restrictive, how is the organization running? Like, you typically would have had meetings, I'm assuming. Are they monthly? Are they?
Yes, well, we have our monthly board meetings. We've been doing on Zoom. We've had our general meetings as well, not quite monthly, but every other month or so. We, of course, did not have our bid and buy last year, and we will not be able to have it this year, and that is our biggest fundraiser.
Sure.
So, but, you know, people do come through, they donate to us. I can't say enough about, you know, St. Thomas. They're our family, really.
Yeah, no.
And Father has been wonderful. He's always supported us. And so we feel that we have to all support our church as well.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, I mean, last year, you know, the Philoptochos had donated to this very telethon, and we really appreciate that. And it looks like there's an envelope here for this year. Before we get to that, I was going to ask you, you know, because you put in so much work, like you said, unfortunately, because of COVID, we couldn't have the bid and buy that you usually had. But in October, I saw a lot of the ladies of Philoptochos here helping out with the Agora.
Yes.
So, I mean.
Yeah, we did bake beforehand, and we were here to help, yes.
Yeah, so very actively involved in helping the church and donating, you know, their time to Philoptochos is. What else has changed because of COVID in terms of how you normally do things?
Well, we, again, you know, thank God for Zoom, so that at least we could see each other.
Yes.
Now, and then we got to come back to church. It's, of course, not the same. You know, you go into church and you kind of rush out, you know, you try to be socially distanced, but at least you do see people, so that's been wonderful, being, you know, in church. So.
What do you look for, like, what would, as hopefully things get back to normal, what do you miss the most? Like, what can't you wait to, like, finally be able to do again?
just be together. Even coffee hour after
Coffee
church
hour,
would be
right? Yes,
wonderful.
coffee hour, right?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes, just to be together is
Yeah.
really, and be able to reach out and help more people.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely, yes.
Right now, we're doing our membership drive, so everybody is welcome to join Philoptochos.
Sure.
Even men are welcome to join.
Okay.
So on the church, if you go to the bulletin, you get all the information. You could see, I mean, I can't even start to tell you how many charities we give to. We have our monthly mandatory obligations through the National Philoptochos and through the Metropolis Philoptochos.
Excellent. So those of you who are listening at home, go to the St. Thomas website. You'll find the link where the organizations are. And if you're eager to help in the community, join Philoptochos. Men or women, it doesn't matter. Both can join Philoptochos. So go ahead and sign up and become a member. Carol, thank you so much for taking your time today to come and talk to us and be a part of our program. We thank you for all, we thank you and the Philoptochos for all that you do for the church and for the community as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I see an envelope. What
Yes.
is this?
Before you give the check, I want to say a big thank you to Carol and Peggy, who is the assistant treasurer, Peggy Christis. But in your persons, I would like to say a big thank you to all the members of our Philoptochos. We have a board of 17 dynamic and diligent women who worked very hard even during the pandemic. Although we were home, shut in, they still worked. They did the best they could under the circumstances that we had, and they deserve a big congratulations. Not by us, but by God, because He gives the rewards. I want also to say that the Philoptochos is not an organization of the church. The Philoptochos is a part of the church.
Yes.
Okay? I want to make this distinction. It's not an organization. As also is the youth. It's not like we're divisions. No, they're parts of the church. Okay? So the Philoptochos, because you asked about the Agora, how they helped. Yes, everything we need, we ask the Philoptochos. Because they are the ladies, they are the women, they are the mothers of the church, and they know how to do things, right? Much better than men. Okay? And thank you, Carol. I personally thank you for being not only such a good president and having worked with me so nicely and respectfully, but also for being a good friend. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you all.
Any final words for our listeners?
Oh, everybody, please donate to St. Thomas. I mean, we would not be able to be here, of course, without St. Thomas. So we really need all to pitch in and help out.
And join Philoptochos.
Yes, and definitely do join us.
Thank you so much. Yep.
Father?
Father?
Would you like, this is our...
Thank you so much. Do you want us to announce it, or?
It's up to you.
Yes, a donation of $500, Mr. President. Έλα εδώ.
I have my glasses on this time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, ladies. All the wonderful things that you do.
Thank you.
So we're going to continue our program. Next, we're going to have a quick chat with the Kalli Parea. We have somebody here from Kalli Parea that's going to join us to talk to us. We'll show a quick video clip before we bring them on. And again, that phone number to donate today is 856-335-5027. Call us. We got people here waiting to take your calls to listen to you. And enjoy the next clip.
Don't ask too many medical questions, please.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Αυτή είναι καλή παρέα. Πού να πει οι γυναίκες θα μας δούνε. Bravo, Toma!
Λοιπόν, here tonight with us we have two of our seniors. Being a senior is it's an honor. So we have the president of the Καλή Παρέα, τον πρόεδρο της Καλής Παρέας, κύριο Λεωνάρδο Μανούσο, and the president of the Maturity Club of St. Thomas, κύριο Γεράσιμο Χάνο. Now, in the video and the pictures that you just watched, we saw our beloved late George Burlotos, who left us last May, and we also saw Mr. Christos Kriaris, who the pictures that you saw were from his 100th birthday, which was 2 years ago, okay? And also we saw a video from some of our founders, Κύριο Ηλία Χωριάτη and Κύριο Θωμά Πουσάτη, dancing a wonderful Ζεμπέκικο, and we miss them so much and we can't wait to have them back. Λοιπόν, σήμερα έχουμε κοντά μας δύο από τους νέους, δεν είναι γέροι, είναι νέοι, από τα νέα μέλη λοιπόν της Καλής Παρέας και του Συλλόγου Ηλικιωμένων του Αγίου Θωμά, και έτσι θα θέλαμε να τους ακούσουμε, μιας και η Καλή Παρέα και ο Σύλλογος Ηλικιωμένων έχει να συναντηθεί πολύ καιρό, σχεδόν ένα χρόνο, και αυτό είναι ένα μεγάλο πλήγμα για τους ηλικιωμένους μας, οι οποίοι κάθε εβδομάδα συναντιόντουσαν εδώ στον Άγιο Θωμά, έπιναν τον καφέ τους, διάβαζαν την εφημερίδα τους, έκαναν το καφενείο τους, μια φορά το μήνα κάναν γεύμα, βρισκόντουσαν, τα λέγανε, ξέσκαγαν, έτσι έβλεπε ο ένας τον άλλον και περνούσαν την ώρα τους που αλλού, στον Άγιο Θωμά, στην εκκλησία μας. Και τώρα έχουμε να τους δούμε τόσο καιρό. Θα θέλαμε λοιπόν να τους ακούσουμε, πρώτα να ξεκινήσουμε από τον πρόεδρο του Συλλόγου. Κύριε Γεράσιμε, ελάτε λίγο πιο κοντά στο μικρόφωνο. Έτσι πείτε μας δύο λόγια για την εκκλησία μας, για αυτό που κάνουμε σήμερα και για τον Σύλλογο. Πάρα πολύ ωραία. Ευχαριστούμε. Wow, did you just hear that, Mr. President? So the Maturity Club and the Καλή Παρέα together, or no, the Maturity Club will be donating 1,300.
Wow, that's terrific.
Tonight.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
That's terrific. Great.
Αποζητάμε τα μοίρη που είχαμε κάνει εδώ πέρα, Father. Ο Σύλλογος προχωράει καλά. Είμαστε περίπου, έχασαμε μερικούς εφέτος, όπως ξέρετε, αλλά είμαστε 150 members και ελπίζουμε σύντομα να ανταμωθούμε και να κάνουμε αυτό που κάνουμε κάθε μήνα.
Αμήν, ανυπομονούμε να σας δούμε και να σας έχουμε κοντά μας, να ακούμε τις φωνές σας κάθε Τετάρτη, έτσι, να κατεβαίνω κάτω να σας λέω πιο σιγά βρε παιδιά, μην φωνάζετε, έχω λειτουργία πάνω.
Και εμείς αυτό περιμένουμε για να μαζευτούμε, γιατί έχουμε χαθεί όλα να πούμε και ελπίζω σύντομα το Σεπτέμβριο πιο νωρίτερα να τα μαθαίνουμε και
Μακάρι.
να το κάνουμε. Σας ευχαριστώ.
No, my mic is on. Ωραία. So that means that we didn't hear anything?
No.
Okay, I apologize for that. The microphone was off. You know, that happens.
We'll just have to do it again.
Okay, so κύριε Γεράσιμε, έτσι αν θέλετε ξαναπείτε μας πάλι αυτά τα λίγα λόγια που μας είπατε για το Σύλλογο Ηλικιωμένων.
Ο Σύλλογος θα προσφέρει $500 και έχουν μαζευτεί από τα members του Συλλόγου άλλα $800, τα οποία είναι όλα μαζί $1.300 που είναι για τα built-in fund. Ευχαριστούμε αυτοί που μας βοηθήσανε και εύχομαι να ανταμωθούμε πάλι όλοι μαζί εδώ στην αίθουσα, να κάνουμε το lunch, να κουβεντιάσουμε, να μιλήσουμε και ελπίζω να είναι πολύ σύντομα. Έχουμε χαθεί όλοι και ευχόμεθα να είμαστε πολύ σύντομα μαζί όλοι.
Μακάρι. Και εμείς το ίδιο. Ευχαριστούμε κύριε Γεράσιμο. Κύριε Μανούσο.
Καλησπέρα και από μένα.
Ο πρόεδρος της Καλής Παρέας.
Όχι, είμαι member της Καλής Παρέας. Δηλαδή δεν έχει πρόεδρο Καλή Παρέα. Είμαστε...
Ο εκπρόσωπος.
Ο εκπρόσωπος. Αυτό είναι πιο αυτό. Μην βρούμε και το... Καμπέλα. Λοιπόν, και εμείς δεν έχουμε membership, δεν έχουμε τέτοια πράγματα, αλλά μαζεύουμε, έχουμε κάτι να προσφέρουμε κι εμείς. Δεν ξέρω, είναι 200, κάτι τόσα $. Αλλά πιστεύω με τις επόμενες μήνες να τελειώσει αυτή η ιστορία, να μαζευτούμε ξανά. Έχουμε κάνει όλοι τα εμβόλια, οι περισσότεροι εμείς έχουμε κάνει τα εμβόλια για να γυρίσουμε όλοι στον Άγιο Θωμά. Και σας παρακαλούμε όλους να βοηθήσετε τον Άγιο Θωμά για το Telethon που κάνουν σήμερα.
Το καλύτερο μήνυμα.
Και σας ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ που ήρθατε και κάνατε τον κόπο και θέλαμε έτσι να σας ακούσουμε και να ξέρετε ότι σας σεβόμαστε, σας αγαπούμε και η γνώμη σας μετράει πάντοτε.
Και εμείς γι' αυτό ήρθαμε, γιατί σας αγαπούμε και σας σεβόμαστε.
Ευχαριστώ και το εκτιμώ, αλλά και ο κόσμος και όλοι όσοι σας βλέπουν θέλουν να ακούσουν και από τους μεγαλύτερους μας να ακούσουν ένα λόγο. Και αυτό είναι πολύ, πολύ θαυμάσιο, γιατί σημαίνει ότι υπάρχει σεβασμός. Δεν τα έχουμε διαλύσει όλα, έτσι δεν είναι? Επομένως σας εκτιμούμε και σας αγαπούμε και ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Και εμείς. Καλή συνέχεια.
Να είστε καλά. Με υγεία. Thank you.
Hi friends, my name is Lucas. My name is Lydia. We love St. Thomas because it's our second home. Bye.
Hi, St. Thomas is my church. I love my church because every time I am there, I feel so much better being close to God. I love seeing my friends and learning about my faith. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, I love my church, St. Thomas, because it is a great community. We have a wonderful priest, parish council, and church family. We also have a great youth ministry program, which I enjoy being a part of. Thank you.
Ready?
Action!
Yasha Svedya! I love St. Thomas's Adidada. It is so good. It is the best. And I love grade school because we get to learn about Ramata.
I love St. Thomas because we do Divine Liturgy, and I go there for Sunday school and Greek school, and it's my second home.
Efkaristo. Efkaristo.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Another awesome message from the youth of our parish. Always very wonderful to hear from the little ones. I do agree, Adidro is awesome here at St. Thomas, although I haven't really had Adidro from anywhere else, so perhaps I'm biased. So before we move on to the next segment, I do want to read and thank all those who have donated so far tonight. This list will be updated, so if there's people that are just donating now, I'm not ignoring you, we just don't have the updated list. But Daughters of Penelope, thank you so much. Athena Steve Pulathas, Charles and Tulas Sandilos, Cosmas Amadis, Marianne Lynch, Georgia Cornelis, Peter Sandilos, Kristen Swanton, Sotirios Delimaris, George and Pat Malili, Nick and Denise Gasparinatos, Villeria Codidis, Thomas and Denise Hodge, Philip and Frank Risu, Maria Santos, Peter and Christina Falulos, Christopher and Terry Yamaducos, Anastasios and Maria Stradiadis, Joseph Edwards, George and Elias Gavras, Anna Markakis, Augustis and Alicia Rombos, Stefanos Kidrinos, Irini Voltis, George and Pesia Iliopoulos, George and Anya Papes, Dimitrios and Kostadina Insolas, Jack and Maria Anagnosis, Dean and Jennifer Tripolitis, Dr. Elias and Catherine Iliadis, Stamatis and Adriana Katsidis, Frosini Ballas, Konstantinos and Christine Karagiorgis, Ioannis and Olivia Anagnostou, Abigonia Donakakis, Irene Gassis, Rigas and Alexandra Anagnostou, Paul Lagan and Elisa Kamadromos, Anastasia Chrysopos, Diane Lisaratos, Donald Hutter, wow, the large list, Jerry and Angela, Angeliki Kapatos, Evgenia Chrysopos, Panagiotis and Chrysula Lazaropoulos, Constantine and Barbara Cheston, George and Barbara Iglesias, Peter and Anita Bedrillis, Violetta Fifis, Yanni Kouronakis, Cretans of Del Val, George and Maria Koulas, Alex and Caroline Kokolas, the Hellenic School PTO, and Nicholas Tripolitis. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That's wonderful.
That is wonderful. Keep it coming. We'll continue to read off those who are donating as they thank you. Again, that phone number is 856-335-5027, or you can go on our website at the St. Thomas Church website, or direct link that you see below, right here underneath me, that is https:/b.link/telethon. So,
okay, and I guess the next gift will be given out soon, right?
Very soon, yes. After this,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We're going to keep giving them out throughout the night. We're going to do one. We're going to do the next segment.
All night, you mean? All night.
All night. We're going into the morning. We're not
Well, there you
leaving
go.
until we have.
Yeah.
I have liturgy tomorrow.
All right. We'll
let you go.
We're going to do the Hero 9 next, so stay tuned. But we're going to do the next segment, and then we'll announce the winner for the Hero 9. And the next segment is the Sunday School. So we're going to do a. Did anyone have something to say, or should we play the next one?
Let's play the video.
Yeah.
Told my kids the same.
Yes.
What do you mean 98?
Okay. We are back live. That was a really cool clip of the Sunday school. Lots of wonderful pictures. Father keeps moving forward. By the time we're done this segment, he's going to be behind the camera. So with me, I have Rania Papis. And Rania, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed the Sunday school montage of pictures that I put together.
It was beautiful, yes.
We do miss the Sunday school. Obviously, now that things have gone virtual, it's been very difficult on everyone, but especially the kids who are so used to being here. The church almost feels cold and empty. Like there's no kids like running around, climbing the trees outside. In the gym, playing basketball after church or downstairs in the coffee hour, like chasing each other, like the laughter of children, like we miss that. It's not the same. So thank you for coming and talk to us. So, as you're such a big part of the Sunday school, what's going on lately?
We do meet every weekend.
Nice and close.
Classes do meet every weekend or every other weekend, depending on the grade. We're still active, but of course, all the kids miss the social part, to get back to class, to church with their friends, socialize, have a nice time, the same as all the other organizations. But, and don't forget that whatever you said, no church, no crying, your church is dying.
Right.
That means we do need the young kids to bring the laughter and the crying inside the church, so that we show that our church is still alive. So hopefully, gradually, we're starting going back to normal and coming back to church and all our activities. We are hoping to have in-person activities now during Lent. Sunday of Orthodoxy is coming. The Holy Cross Sunday is coming. Holy Friday retreat, Saturday of Lazarus. So these are a few of the old programs that we are trying to bring back slowly this year, so that the kids can go back to normal, kind of normal.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. So,
and of course, we always have Father to guide us, and we do understand how important it is for him to have the kids around him, because that's his kids, as he always says. And that's what makes us happy, that we are still together and able to come back to a full church with active youth.
Yes, I want to say that one great part of the success of Sunday school here at St. Thomas belongs to Rania, who is the Sunday school director, as we call it, the Orthodox Faith Sunday School director, and she has been doing a wonderful job with our kids for many years. She's a very hard worker and always on top of things and ahead of things. I'm sorry. And as she said, even during the pandemic, yes, we didn't have in-person Sunday school classes, but we had weekly meetings, and we kind of kept this connection. However, every Sunday, although we don't have Sunday school classes in person, I see many kids coming back to church with their parents, and this is very, very uplifting and promising at the same time. I would like to thank Rania for everything, and also all the 25 plus Orthodox Faith Sunday School teachers and instructors that we have, and they have been working very hard as well to keep our kids together under Christ and in the church. So thank you, Rania, and in your person I thank all of the Sunday school staff for a great work, and I pray that as things will be getting back to normal, we will even multiply our activities and our events and get our children back.
Thank you, Father, for always being next to us.
Thank you.
We have a check here for all the youth ministries of St. Thomas. Charlie. It's a check for $1,000. Represents $250 for each organization, $250 from Hope, $250 from Joy, $250 for Sunday School, and $250 from Goya, for a total of $1,000.
Thank you very much.
so much.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Congratulations for your initiative.
Thank you.
And I have to say that Mrs. Papas is also the main Goya advisor, and later on, along with our Goya treasurer, Mrs. Caroline Kokolis, will be back to tell us a few things about our Goya. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you.
Again.
Thank you very much.
Thank
That's
you.
wonderful.
Good
So,
luck.
Thank you so much. So once again, keep the calls coming.
Yes.
They're here. They're waiting to hear from you. That number is 856-335-5027. And as promised, I said after this segment, we would be giving away the next prize, which is the GoPro Hero 9. This is the big deal. Well, it's not the big deal, but it's a pretty big deal for me. I like this. I wish I could have it. This is high definition at its finest. 4K, it's even 5K, so it's future-proof. So when 5K television comes out, it's going to look pretty awesome. You can go scuba diving with this thing. Snowboarding, everything. I mean, this is like essential for any type of vacation. I know that we haven't really had a chance to go on too many vacations because of the restrictions, but hopefully this year we'll get that opportunity with the vaccines. And, you know, you can take your GoPro with you and record all those memories in super high definition. So let's pick the next name. I'll hold the hat. Who's going to pick?
We'll have one more name.
Oh, we have one more name. Here we
All
go.
right.
Let's add that to the mix.
That's the way to do it.
There it is. Just in time.
You want me to hold
Shake it
the
up.
GoPro?
Yeah, okay, sure. All right, Father, you want to pick the name, I guess?
So I am again?
Yes.
Sure.
30,000.
Mix it up?
Go ahead.
I am.
Got it.
All right. Drum roll.
So basically, there's
Dr. and Mrs. Iliadis.
Hey!
What is going on today?
Uh-oh.
Like all of our people.
We're gonna have a trifecta here.
This is not fixed. This is complete luck. This is unbelievable.
No, look.
Yeah.
St. Thomas.
That's what
That's unbelievable. Okay. Well, congratulations,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ghiavi. You have
Thank you so
a
much.
pretty awesome GoPro.
GoPro. Oh my God. I'll put it
Wow.
on my head during the operation.
Well, I was going to say, when you got somebody, when you got your hands on somebody's heart, don't have the thing on your chest.
There you go.
Put it on your head.
Pretty awesome. So, let's play another message from our kids. Message 3. Let's see what we have here from our young St. Thomas kids.
We are a part of St. Thomas because it is our spiritual home that helps us through life's challenges.
Yeah, that right there.
We love coming to church because we are together with our friends and families when we are praying and hearing the gospel.
Let me ask you.
Onomazo me Andreas.
Jerry?
Que Valentina.
Turn the guy, 'cause he's asking.
Yes,
Yes, he's in the, yes, he's in the hat. You're in the hat.
My family and I love St. Thomas because my mom grew up going
Of course.
to St. Thomas.
Of course.
I was baptized
Oh,
here.
okay.
We learned the Greek language and our religion.
Yes.
We love our papa. I have made
Okay.
so many friends
Yeah,
at
I'll make
St.
sure. Yeah,
Thomas from Greek
I'll read it
school
next.
and Hope. We love being
thought I
a
read
part
Adonakakis.
of the St. Thomas community. Love you, bye!
We love St. Thomas Church.
All right, I'm live. Here we go. Can you hear me now? Forgot to turn my mic on. Look at that. What I was saying is, Charlie being part of the parish council community, I'm sorry, not the parish council community, part of the parish council, not just part, but the president of the parish council. With COVID, we had to do some changes as well. So kind of take us through some of those obstacles that we've had to overcome.
Well, obviously, the big thing is we haven't been able to meet in person. We've been having Zoom meetings, but we're starting to get beyond that. The last meeting that we had was a hybrid, thanks to your help and some of the same equipment here. And then the next meeting is going to be in the gym, and I think that's going to be our first live meeting. So that's one of the things. The other thing is that we haven't been able to see each other, but all the parish council members have been active, and all of the parish council members have been supportive, and everybody has been pitching in and doing a great job in trying to keep us open and running. So I'm as president, I've been blessed with a really wonderful parish council. And I think that they all work hard. They're all harmonious, and it's all it's really wonderful. It makes my job easier.
Awesome. So for those of you at home, I know we've had some glitches with our mics. Mics work. It's just because there's so much noise in the background when we show our clips, we have to mute our mics, and we're old. I'm old. Δεν έχω το ίδιο μυαλό όταν ήμουν ένα μικρό παιδί. Ξεχνάω. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you're not old.
I feel old. I forget to turn the mic back on. So then, our technical producer, Tasso, who's been wonderful. Thank you, Tasso, by the way. Reminds us, hey, turn your mic on because no one can hear you. So. We're going to move on to the next segment, but before we do that, breaking news. We have breaking news. Wow, is this real? This is unbelievable.
Holy, wow.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. It is up to $40,000.
Hey!
$40,000, that is amazing.
That's a tribute to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you for everyone who's
wonderful.
doing their part. That is absolutely
That's terrific.
Amazing. That's wonderful.
Wow.
Why don't you, I don't think our mics were working before, so why don't you tell us the phone number one more time?
I will. The phone number, so call in, call early, call often, is 856-335-5027. And yes, and below Mikey and me is the box with the website. So, which that one I can't see.
It's https://b.link/telethon.
But thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Yes,
that's
thank
wonderful.
You so much. Keep calling. This is amazing. This is really, truly unbelievable. So our next segment is going to be the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group segment. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here live, but I was able to do an interview with the instructor, Cleo Kokolis, who happens to be my Nuna as well. And we're going to play that live. We're going to play that interview. And I also took the opportunity to interview one of the senior dancers, Beatrice Nizzola, and we're going to play that interview for you as well. So let's start with the first interview with Cleo.
47 χρόνια. Πρωτάρχισα το 1974. Όταν η κόρη μου πήγαινε στο ελληνικό σχολείο για πρώτη χρονιά το 1974, πήγαινα και εγώ μαζί της και έβλεπα την δασκάλα, την Κάθη Σεμπέκου, να δείχνει χορό στα παιδιά του ελληνικού σχολείου για την 25η Μαρτίου. Προσεφέρθη να την βοηθήσω, γιατί ήξερα αρκετούς χορούς και μου άρεσε ο χορός. Και τότε η Κατερίνα μου είπε, ανάλαβε όλες τις τάξεις να τις διδάξεις χορό και πραγματικά αυτό έκανα. Μετά με συμβούλευσε να διοργανώσω μία ομάδα χορευτική, μια και δεν είχε ομάδα χορευτική ο Άγιος Θωμάς. Το σκέφτηκα καλά και επειδή μου άρεσε ο χορός, απήντησα ναι. Μιλήσαμε και στον πατέρα Σταύρο Βλάχο, ο οποίος το ενέκρινε αμέσως και χάρηκε πάρα πολύ. Και έτσι άρχισα να συγκεντρώνω άτομα τα οποία ήθελαν να μάθουν ελληνικούς παραδοσιακούς αυθεντικούς χορούς. Μεταξύ αυτών ήταν η κόρη μου, η οποία ήταν 8 ετών, και ο γιος μου, ο Τζέρις, που ήταν μόνο 6 ετών. Είχα παιδιά περίπου 20 ηλικίας από το Τζέρι 6 ετών μέχρι 14 ετών, στα οποία άρχισα να διδάσκω σιγά σιγά τους ελληνικούς χορούς. Θέλεις να συνεχίσω ή θα με ρωτήσεις τίποτε άλλο εσύ?
Ναι, δηλαδή η χρονολογία που
Ναι.
η έναρξη ποια ήταν?
1974. Μετά δειλά-δειλά αρχίσαμε να χορεύουμε στο φεστιβάλ της κοινότητάς μας, το οποίο έφερε στην κοινότητά μας ο πατήρ Σταύρος Βλάχος. Και μετά δεν είχαμε ενδυμασίες καθόλου και ούτε χρήματα για να αγοράσουμε. Και 3 μητέρες, η Αμαλία Κοκόλη, η Μαρία Μπούσουλα και η Σουσούνη, η Ζωζό, προθυμοποιήθηκαν να ράψουν στολές, πρόχειρες, για να έχουμε τουλάχιστον κάποια στολή να χορεύουν τα παιδιά. Και έτσι και έγινε. Μετά επιθυμούσαμε να έχουμε πραγματικές στολές ή ακριβή αντίγραφα των αυθεντικών χορών. Και έτσι άρχισα μαζί με τον Σπύρο να πηγαίνουμε σε διάφορα diners, οι οποίοι προθυμοποιήθηκαν να μας δώσουν χρήματα, και με τα χρήματα αυτά, και επίσης και ορισμένοι άτομα προσέφεραν χρήματα, και με τα χρήματα αυτά πρωτοαγοράσαμε τις στολές μας, οι οποίες ήταν από διάφορα μέρη της Ελλάδος, και είχαμε 2 από το κάθε μέρος της Ελλάδος για να χορεύουν ο πρώτος και ο τελευταίος με τη στολή που ήταν ανάλογη με το χορό. Το 1982, 25 Απριλίου, ο επίσκοπος της τότε, ο κύριος Σίλας, μου προσέφερε το μπρούτζινο βραβείο του Αγίου Παύλου εις αναγνώριση των εθελοντικών μου υπηρεσιών ως διοργανώτρια και διδασκάλισσα του ομίλου.
Οπότε μέχρι σήμερα, δηλαδή 47 χρόνια,
ναι,
διδάσκεις στον Αγίο Θωμά.
Ναι.
Και...
Φυσικά είχα και βοηθούς, είχα και αρκετούς βοηθούς, μέσα σε αυτούς ήσουν και εσύ. Είχα τη Μαργαρίτα ζωγράφου, είχα πρώτα το γιο μου τον Κώστα, είχα το ανιψιό μου τους 2 Σπύρους, είχα εσένα, είχα την Αναστασία, την αδελφή σου, είχα τη Μαργαρίτα, είχα το Γιάννη το Σκόρδη, οι οποίοι με βοηθούσαν, και μέχρι σήμερα η Μαργαρίτα εξακολουθεί να βοηθάει και να είναι αυτή που είναι κοντά μου πάντοτε και είναι πρόθυμη να συνεχίζει να διδάσκει τους χορούς. Λοιπόν, έχω μάθει τους παραδοσιακούς χορούς από ορισμένους στρατιώτες που ήταν δάσκαλοι παραδοσιακών χορών, και αυτοί ήταν στο Σουφλί και στην Κομοτηνή, όπου οι αδελφές μου είχαν παντρευτεί αξιωματικούς, και πήγαινα εκεί και μου έδειχναν τους χορούς. Μετά η αδελφή μου η Ειρήνη έμαθε τον Βαγγέλη το Δημούδη, τον γνώρισε, και κάθε μέρα τις πρωινές ώρες στο θέατρο της Ντόρα Στράτου του Φιλοπάπου ερχόταν ο Βαγγέλης μαζί με τη γυναίκα του Νατάσα, που ήταν οι πρωτοχορευτές της Ντόρα Στράτου, και έδειχναν χορούς γυναικείους σε μένα και στον Κώστα το γιο μου τους ανδρικούς. Η αδελφή μου η Ειρήνη είχε τη βιντεοκάμερα και έπαιρνε αυτούς τους χορούς και τους φέρναμε στην Αμερική σε περίπτωση που τους ξεχνάγαμε. Και περισσότεροι χοροί στην αρχή ήταν από την Καροτή Θράκη, που άλλα χορευτικά ούτε καν τα ήξερα. Επίσης, ο Βαγγέλης ο Δημούδης ήρθε πολλές φορές στην Αμερική και μας έκανε σεμινάρια χορού, και μετά μαζί με τους χορευτές μας παρουσίαζαν κάποιο πρόγραμμα. Μάθαμε επίσης πολλούς χορούς από σεμινάρια, τα οποία πηγαίναμε σε διάφορα μέρη πολιτείες της Αμερικής, και εκεί μαζί με τα παιδιά, μαζί με το χορευτικό, και εκεί μαθαίναμε τους διάφορους χορούς που μας έδειχναν, και μετά ερχόμενοι πίσω στο Νιου Τζέρζι προσπαθούσαμε να μάθουμε καλύτερα τους χορούς αυτούς. Έτσι ακριβώς έμαθα τους χορούς που ξέρω μέχρι τώρα. Και κάθε χρόνο όταν πήγαινα το καλοκαίρι στην Ελλάδα, εξακολουθούσα να μου δείχνει ο Βαγγέλης Δημούδης τους χορούς αυτούς.
Με το χορευτικό, σε ποια μέρη έχετε τάξει? Εγώ θυμάμαι που ήμουν μέσα στο χορευτικό, πιάνουμε, έχουμε πάει Καναδά, αλλά ξέρω ότι έχουμε πάει και σε πολλά άλλα μέρη.
Ναι, Έχουν χορέψει τα παιδιά σε σχολεία, κοινότητες, γυναικεία κλαμπ, στο Egg Harbor, στον Αγία Τριάδα, μουσεία, γυροκομεία, τράπεζες, ξενοδοχεία, καζίνος, φεστιβάλ διαφόρων κοινοτήτων και στο δικό μας φυσικά φεστιβάλ, στη σχολεία Κορντεόν, στο Smithville, 2 φορές στο Στάκτον, σε κρουαζιερόπλια, στην οικία του κυβερνήτη James McGreevy, προς τιμή του Αρχιεπισκόπου κυρίου Δημητρίου, και αργότερα στο κυβερνήτη Κορζάιν, στο Πρίνστον, στη Φλόριδα για τον Πατριάρχη Βαρθολομαίο, στο West Palm Beach, Φλόριδας πάλι, for St. Catherine's Dance Conference. Έχουν χορέψει σε International House Φιλαδέλφια, Georgia, Καναδά, South Carolina. Το 2004 το σπουδαιότερο ήταν που χόρεψαν στην Κούβα προς τιμή του Αρχιεπισκόπου Δημητρίου και του Πατριάρχου κυρίου Βαρθολομαίου, και είμαστε πολύ, ας πούμε, ευχαριστημένοι ειδικά με αυτήν την προσφορά μας, την προσφορά της χορευτικής μας ομάδας. Στα περισσότερα μέρη που χορεύαμε δεν ζητούσαμε ποτέ χρήματα, απλώς ότι αν ήθελαν να μας δώσουν, να μας προσφέρουν ένα χρηματικό ποσό, το δεχόμαστε για την αγορά των ενδυμασιών και για τα έξοδά μας. Στις 5 Απριλίου του 2007 γίνεται προσφορά εκ μέρους της ομάδας μας για την αγορά μιας αίθουσας του νέου εκπαιδευτικού κέντρου. Στις 4 Δεκεμβρίου του 2010 χόρεψαν τα παιδιά σε dinner dance και συνεκεντρώθη το ποσό $6.645 και το προσφέραμε στο Building Fund. Της 1η Μαΐου του 2011 πάλι προσφέραμε χρήματα για το Renovation Building. Το 2012 χορέψαμε προς τιμή του κυρίου Χωριάτη, που ήταν τότε κυβερνήτης, ήταν δεν θυμάμαι τι ήταν, ΑΧΕΠΑ Past District Governor ήτανε, και προσφέραμε $300 προς τιμή του για το Building Fund. Από πώληση των γλυκισμάτων δίνουμε τα 10% στην εκκλησία. Έχουμε προσφέρει $20,000 για μία αίθουσα του ελληνικού σχολείου στο John Ballis Educational Center, $5,000 για το St. Thomas Senior Citizen Apartments, $4,000 για την αγορά φούρνου για την κουζίνα μας. Στο Federation κάθε χρόνο προσφέρουμε χρήματα για την παρέλαση, Ακαδημία του Αγίου Βασιλείου, IOCC, στη Φιλόπτωχο. 15,000 προσφέραμε in memory of την προηγούμενη πρόεδρό μας, που για 25 και παραπάνω χρόνια ήταν η πρόεδρος του χορευτικού, κυρία Λίμπερτη Ζωγράφου, και 15,000 προς τιμή μου προσέφεραν το χορευτικό. Το 2015 δίνουμε το ποσό $5,000 για υποτροφίες των χορευτών που τελειώνουν το Λύκειο και συνεχίζουν τις σπουδές τους σε πανεπιστήμια. Αυτό από το 2015 το εξακολουθούμε μέχρι σήμερα. Όπως βλέπεις, έχουμε προσφέρει αρκετά. Δεν προβάλλουμε μόνο την κοινότητα, αλλά κάνουμε και ορισμένες προσφορές προς αυτή.
Τι μήνυμα θέλεις να στείλεις στην ονορία του Αγίου Θωμά που μας βλέπουν σήμερα?
Θα ήθελα να ευχαριστήσω την πρόεδρο του χορευτικού, την κυρία Κατερίνα Ζωγράφου, και την υπεύθυνη των γλυκισμάτων και αντιπρόεδρο, Μαριάνθη Μελισσαράτου, και όλο το Συμβούλιο για όλες τις προσπάθειες που έχουν κάνει για τη χορευτική μας ομάδα. Επίσης, θέλω να ευχαριστήσω τα παιδιά, τα οποία ερχόντουσαν αγόγγιστα στις δοκιμές, και τους γονείς που τα έφεραν. Το Συμβούλιο και τον πρόεδρό τους, και ιδιαίτερα τον πατέρα Χριστοφόρο, για την εξυπηρέτηση, για την συμπαράσταση και την υποστήριξη, καθώς και την αγάπη του για το χορευτικό, για τη Μαργαρίτα και εμένα. Και τελευταία εσένα, Μάκη μου, για όλες τις προσπάθειες που κάνεις για την κοινότητά μας, να είσαι και εσύ και η οικογένειά σου πάντοτε καλά. Σε ευχαριστούμε πολύ και παρακαλώ προσπαθήστε να δώσετε τον οβολό σας για την κοινότητά μας, γιατί αυτή τη στιγμή η ενορία μας σας έχει ανάγκη. Να έχετε καλή υγεία. Γεια σας.
young brother over there. It's your bro.
All right, we are back live here at the Daniel Kusula Center.
Doing very well, thank you.
That was the interview with my Nuna Cleo Kokolis. I hope you all enjoyed that. Once again, we are very, very grateful for the generous donations. That phone number to keep it going is 856-335-5027. So,
Μάκη, θα ήθελα να πω και εγώ με τη σειρά μου ένα μεγάλο ευχαριστώ στην κυρία Κλειό, την αγαπημένη μας κυρία Κλειό Κοκόλη, η οποία είναι ένα από τα πολύ σημαντικά πρόσωπα εδώ της ενορίας μας και είναι κεφάλαιο πλέον στην ιστορία του Αγίου Θωμά, και την ευχαριστούμε που δέχτηκε να στείλει αυτό το βίντεο. Και επίσης ευχαριστούμε την πρόεδρο του χορευτικού μας ομίλου, την κόρη της κυρίας Κλειός, την Κατερίνα, ζωγράφου, καθώς επίσης και την υπεύθυνη διδασκαλίας, που είναι η Μαργαρίτα ζωγράφος, οι οποίες μαζί κάνουν μια εξαιρετική δουλειά, και τώρα ελπίζουμε ότι σύντομα και πάλι το χορευτικό μας θα βρεθεί μαζί και θα αρχίσουν και πάλι το πρόγραμμά τους, τις πρόβες τους και τη διδασκαλία.
yes. And since you're saying that, I got the opportunity to interview one of the youth. She is a senior this year, and it's Beatriz Nizola, and she was gracious enough to spare some of her time to answer some of the questions as far as what the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group means to her. So we're going to play that clip real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. My name is Beatriz Nitzolas. I am a senior, so that makes me a senior for the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group.
Well, thank you, Beatriz. Hi. Appreciate you, taking time out of your day to do this over Zoom. Unfortunately, with the ongoing pandemic, we've all, I'm sure, gotten used to meeting this way for work and for school and whatnot. So I appreciate your time.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem at all. So you're a senior, right? You said?
Yes, I am a senior.
So this is I guess your last year for I guess as part of the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group, unless I guess you can come back and still continue it if while you're in college and whatnot.
Of course, my sister did continue. I know Mariana comes back. Like I would love to come back. Like when I'm available to help out and dance. It's always a great time. I do wish that I could be dancing a lot more, even though the pandemic. But it's no worries at all. We eventually will come back together. Yeah. I will definitely come back and dance and help.
That's good to hear. So when did you start with the Hellenic? Like how long ago, or how many years, I guess, have you been with the Hellenic Heritage?
I started I was in 7th grade. So I did 2 years of the little group, and then I moved. And when I got into high school, I finally went into the big group. I feel like I've been in Hellenic Heritage Dance Group ever since I was little because of my older sister. So right when my older sister graduated from dance group, I finally went into the younger dance group because we're exactly 7 years apart. But I was there even when my sister was dancing. I was there at the practices. I was in the corner, like trying to learn them by myself. Like I thought I would look up to these older kids and be like, wow, like I cannot wait till I get to dance and I get to wear those costumes and I get to perform.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what, with being part of the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group, what are some of the things that, I guess you're most proud of doing with the dance group?
I have two. I think actually no. I have a lot of experiences and events that we did that I'm very proud of. Like as I've said, the trip to Montreal was a great experience. Meeting many people from Canada, New York, all over the country. Learning new dances that we've never, not even Ms. Kokolis didn't even know, and we all learned them together, and the experience was great. I loved the dance that we had, like with everyone was happy, everyone was dancing, enjoying the time. That was a great experience.
Yeah, we went to Montreal in my younger days as well. I'm not sure how old you were when this was happening, but if you were alive, you were probably a little baby when I did the Montreal trip. But definitely a good time. As we like, the 9-hour bus ride all the way up to Montreal.
Yes.
Meeting different, other dance groups from around the country. You forge relationships with people, in Chicago or California, even, or even, in Canada that you meet there and you stay in touch. It's pretty crazy.
Exactly. Yes, of course. And I really enjoyed FDF, not even for the competition portion. I just enjoyed because you got to see all the other dance groups perform. You got to see like what kind of style they preferred to dance as, like their costumes, how they were different from ours. Everything, like, you just see and you're exposed to so many different perspectives of what Hellenic heritage, like the folk dancing is and what it's all about. And I thought it was a great experience. I loved the practices that we got to have for FDF. The practices, I would always get excited, even though they were stressful at times. We're getting prepared for the big competition, but we were all together, and it was a great time. It was a great time, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, speaking about practicing and getting prepared, I think, one of the biggest performances for the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group every year is the Agora, the Greek Agora that we have in October.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about the type of preparation that has to be done for that whole 4-day event.
We, within those like those 4 days, that weekend, we dance quite a lot. We dance maybe 3 times in the morning, maybe, and 3 times at night, 2 times. We dance a good amount of time, a handful of times throughout the day, and we do different types of dances. We have like 3 different sets of costumes we have to have in order and organized and ready to go. We have different steps, different music that we need to be on track of and remember the steps for each song, and our different partners, our different placements, the different, like, everywhere we have to be. It takes a lot of time and patience and practice. It does. And it most of all, it's mostly teamwork. So if everybody's working together and the team is strong, it will look beautiful. And most of all, we always need to have our smiles on our face.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think the other big one, I guess, is probably competing at Sights and Sounds. That's always a fun.
Yes, Sights and Sounds is another big competition that we're a part of, other than FDF. Sights and Sounds it's difficult. You have a certain time slot. Yep. You have to make sure you are doing the whole performance clean, like everything's together, and then you have to make sure you're off the stage by a certain time. So yep. It's strategic, and you have to be very organized, and it takes a lot of practice, but it's fun. It's something to look forward to.
It is a lot of fun, yeah. And now, unfortunately, with the pandemic, much like everything else, I guess everything is shut down, right? I mean, you haven't had any practices or anything like that?
No, ever since the pandemic started in March of 2020, we have not. I actually do remember my last dance practice. It was right before, like, school shut down. I remember we were all like, "Are we gonna ever be back at dance? When is it gonna stop?" Like,
sad. Yeah.
I remember my last dance practice, and I wish I could have another one, but I'll be back in the future. I know.
Yeah,
I will.
hopefully soon. So what do you miss? I mean, now that you've been shut down for a while, like, what do you miss most about?
I miss, like, the routine. I miss seeing everybody every Wednesday. I miss dancing. It was fun to get up and move and dance a little bit. I had a great time doing that every Wednesday. We had practices on Thursdays sometimes, and I looked forward to it every week. Like, I knew every week I had dance practice. At Wednesday, I couldn't do anything else. Like, it was a part of my daily life.
Definitely. Well, before I let you go, why don't you say one final message to your fellow Hellenic Heritage Dance Group that are watching tonight, your dance instructors and everyone else who's watching, just any final message you'd like to say to them.
I would love to say thank you, and I would love to say that I'm very thankful for all the moments and the memories and the experiences that we got to share together. Those are times that you will never get back, and it's something that has made me who I am today, and I will always cherish it, and I will always find it fascinating of like the different dances and costumes that we get to wear and perform in. It's a beautiful experience, and I would love to say thank you, especially to Miss Margarita and Miss Kokolis and Miss Kathy. Thank you for everything, and all the ladies that do the baking for us, and everyone who is involved, especially my my teammates and everybody. Thank you, because it's an experience that I'm always going to remember.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's Beatriki Nitsolas, senior with the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group. Beatriki, thank you so much again for taking the time, and I hope things open up soon. And we, can't wait to see you back on the stage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we are back live here at the Daniel Kusula Center. Got our president from the Parish Council, Charlie Sandillis, with me. And I also have another president. I'm in between two presidents. The president of the HEPA, Chapter 69, the Camden chapter, Cosmas Yamadis, who, by the way, just had a baby. And you look good for just giving birth. I mean, wow.
Thank you, Mikey. Thank you.
Really
we just came right off.
It's just the baby weight's just whoop, gone.
Exactly.
But no, tell your wife, Santi, congratulations.
I will.
And
I will.
Congratulations to you as well. So thank you for joining us today here at the church and for our program, our telethon. So we're excited to have you. As the president of AHEPA, please tell us about the organization.
Sure. So our mission nationally is to promote the ancient ideals of Hellenism, which are education, civic responsibility, philanthropy, volunteerism, family, and community. So we put those mission statements and goals to work on a local level through our annual scholarship fund, through our annual Hellenic History Tournament, through our support of our community, our Greek school, our church, and also trying to become as good a dancer as Mr. Elias Choriatis, one of our oldest and fondest members of the chapter.
Awesome. So, things obviously have changed in terms of how you conduct normal business, like your meetings and things like that. So, tell us a little bit about how you're operating under these conditions.
Sure. So just like everyone else has stated earlier, we had to move our meetings to a Zoom format. So we are meeting virtually. We are continuing to do our business in the normal course. We're also promoting events virtually, and we're doing more of the planning virtually, and hoping that when we do have our in-person events, and we did have some socially distanced events throughout the year, everyone is safe, everyone is socially distanced, complying with any regulations at the time, but also delivering value to our members in the community.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know HEPA does a lot for the community. What have you done? Like, what's one of the more recent activities?
So I would say the two events that stand out this year were our virtual fall career and college fair. We had several panel discussions where students from the greater Philadelphia area and New Jersey were able to discuss professions in the health, business, engineering, and education fields with young professionals who are in those respective careers, as well as discuss financial aid, scholarship opportunities, networking opportunities. It turned out to be a very well received event. Our other, what I would say, flagship event this year was the Christmas Eve dinners for the St. Thomas seniors. We decided to purchase Christmas Eve dinner for every senior in the community, which was something that they all appreciated very much, and they could not have their annual holiday party, which they look forward to every year. So I was told that they were able to celebrate it as they normally do with these dinners. It was a very nice event. So. Yeah.
And then there have been some others where you've donated some meals or you've cooked meals for the less fortunate, especially during the pandemic.
We did that, yes, and earlier in the pandemic, we did the Gyro fundraiser in the summer, which raised money for the Greek school virtual program, as well as our own scholarship program. So we've been very busy, and I'm very proud of our members. They've been stepping up to the plate.
One last question. So, if somebody wants to become a member, how do we do that?
So I would say contact our chapter at ahepa69, ahepa69@gmail.com, or go to ahepa.org, which is the national website, and you'll be able to find yourself a chapter and an application. So if you're part of our local community, just contact ahepa69@gmail.com, and we'll help you fill out the application and coordinate membership.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate all the support from AHEPA. You supported us last year, and you're here again supporting us this year, so we really appreciate that. Again, congratulations on your firstborn. That's awesome.
Yep. Thank you.
And very exciting. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
George, can you tell us about the email receipt or not?
Daughters of Penelope?
Yeah.
So the Daughters of Penelope is our sister organization. So they are, HEP is a men's-only organization, and the Daughters are our women's-only organization. They are dedicated to the same goals as AHEPA, and they put on several events to support our community, both locally and statewide and nationally. So we rely on them very much. And also the Maids and the Sons chapters. Maids of Athena is for young women, and the Sons of Pericles are for young men. Again, we have those organizations to promote the youth and community and scholarship among them too. So.
And in one of the pictures I saw, there's something happening in Greece this year, correct?
Correct. So our national, the national convention this year is actually going to be in Athens, Greece, to celebrate the 200-year, to commemorate the 200-year. 200-year celebration of Greece, Greek Independence Day. So it's a nice event, and it'll be very
July,
busy.
But if anyone else is going to be there in July, in Athens, it's going to be a great event.
It's going to be something else. It's going to be something else. Yeah.
So,
once in a lifetime event for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Well, Guzman, thank you so much again for taking the time to be here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, AHEPA, as well, for all that you do for the church. And again, for those of you watching at home, give us a call. We got people here waiting to hear from you.
Yep. And I don't have a physical check with me, but my treasurer is going to be filling it out electronically, so there will be a donation made.
Thank you again.
Yes.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, thank you.
Quick update as far as where we are. We're at $45,000.
That's great.
$45,000, and we still got about 10 minutes. We may go over, we'll see, but we still got at least 10 minutes to go, so keep it coming. Real quick, I'm going to read the new updated list of people that have donated. I have John and Anastasia Sinetakis. I have Stavros Atonakakis. I got Nick and Aristea Psychalinos, Zois and Eleni Zizifas, Theodore and Cynthia Miller, Philoptokos, Sofia Koliatis, Cleantis and Anthi Kondodemos, Dr. Ralph and Janet Corker, Dimitrios and Vicky Christodoulou, Persephone Gliunos, Poti Dukas, Joseph Antonakakis, Cleo Kokolis, Kali Parea, Joanne Ramundos, Antonios and Christina Paxinos, Panayota and Panayotis Delimaris, Desean Nazaridis, George Kleftoyanis, Thaddeus and Carol Pappas, Pete and Erica Kousulis, Harry and Katerina Kokolis, the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group, Anna Marateo, Steve and Maria Flamboris, William Quigley, Constantine and Zografia Kokolis, Fotini Kousulis, Charalambos and Anna Pandelus, youth organizations, all the youth organizations, thank you so much, Evangelia Liras, John Kodorousis, Catherine Flashy, sorry if I'm mispronouncing the last names, John Rangepis, Alexander and Margarita Vretos, Stavros and Eleni Antonakakis, I think I said that already, Evangelia Melisaratos, Joseph and Stephanie Dosimo, and Jerry Incali Kokolis. And again, we're going to keep updating the list and reading the donations. But thank you so much for those at home. Thank you for your donations and your support. Do we want to announce the Oculus? Is it time? I think it is. Let's do the Oculus. Everyone's like, oh, the Oculus. I had to hide it at home because people were like, I'm going to steal it.
That's in 3D.
Yeah.
It's a 3D Oculus.
Can we have Cosma?
Let's have, Cosma, pick the name.
That's fine.
Cosma's going to pick in 3D. You should wear the Oculus when you paint.
Yeah.
I should. Okay, let's see. This one looks like a good one.
Who do we got?
And the winner is George Iliopoulos.
George Iliopoulos, congratulations!
All right.
Yay, Black Island. Congratulations, George.
Stick
And
that
thank
on
you
there.
for your donation. I'm going to stick it on there. George, thank you so much. So before we move on to our next segment, I want to give out the phone number one more time. We still have the iPad Pro and the bonus, the iWatch. So keep the donations coming. 856-335-5027, or go online at our church website, or right below, as you can see right here. There it is. https://b.link/telethon. Give us a call or go online. Let's hear a nice little message from our youth, and then we're going to move on to our Goya segment.
We Thomas. We love St. Thomas Church and the Greek School.
We love St. Thomas because it unites our Orthodox faith to our lives. It brings us closer to our family, and it helps us stay connected to our Greek roots. St. Thomas is our second home where we can reflect on our blessings and feel closer to God. St. Thomas also provides us the opportunity to take the time to pray for others. Finally, the most important way that the church connects my religion to my life is by listening to Father Christoforos' sermons. They're meant to inspire us and teach us the Word of God. We're also fortunate to attend Sunday school, where our teachers can expand on the sermons and allow us to discuss the teachings of the Bible.
Our church is special because we witness some of the beautiful sacraments with our families and friends. Furthermore, here at St. Thomas, we are a community where inspiration to do good takes place on a regular basis. We are thankful that St. Thomas gives us the ability to participate in various forms of service together. Finally, we appreciate our church because as Greek Americans, it has also given us the ability to keep our Greek language, religion, and culture alive. Through our church, we are offered Greek school, youth groups, festivals, and the Hellenic Heritage Dance Group. We are also given the chance to take part and celebrate all the Greek Orthodox holidays the way they do in Greece. To summarize, we treasure our church because it teaches us about our Orthodox faith, unites our community, and helps to keep our Greek culture alive.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Again, I'm always touched every time I see the message from the youth. They're so creative and they're adorable and they're sweet, and we miss them and can't wait till we're back to normal. So we have our Goya segment next, and Father, I'm going to let you do the introductions.
Yes. Before we introduce to all of you our wonderful young man here, Michael, I would like to say that since now we're talking about the youth, at this very moment we're standing and we're finding ourselves in this gymnasium, in this building, which is called and dedicated in the memory of Danielle Kousoulis, who lost her life back in 2001 at the World Trade Center during this terrorist attack. And I know that this place, the Danielle Kousoulis Greek Cultural Center, is a place that we like to be all the time, every week, every month, every Sunday, I don't know, every time we have an event, we're here. But I don't want anyone to forget the name of Danielle, her memory, and everything that she represents, not only for the Greeks and the Americans, but for everyone in this parish, in this community, and in this country. Okay, so now here with us we have the Vice President of our Goya for the year of 2020-2021, which is Michael Michalis Pantelous, and he is a senior, right?
Junior.
He's junior, I'm sorry, he's junior. And Michali, we understand that this year with the pandemic, as the Vice President of Goya, you were not able, along with the President, who is Beatriz Nicholas, you were not able to do everything that you wanted to do, all the plans and the schedule that you had in your minds. And I'm very sorry for that. I apologize. I wish things were different, but God willing, before the end of the school year, we will be able to do something. So we would like to hear from you. Mikey.
Yes. Well, Michael, thank you again for taking the time to be here. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's been a while, but I definitely remember being in your shoes and being a part of Goya. It was such an enjoyable time for me, and I met a lot of friends along the way that are now lifelong friends. So this almost feels like a lost year because of all the things that Goya normally does.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the things that Goya normally does when things are, before the pandemic?
So Goya, we have Sights and Sounds. We also have great sporting events like basketball, and we all do this to bring the whole youth together. Sights and Sounds is we have artwork submitted with the whole youth, and we have all great. We have plays with the whole youth, and we all come together with all the churches, and we also host charities, and we have fundraisers to help out all the churches within the whole Delaware Valley. And we all come together as a youth to create strong friendships and relationships with one another.
Yeah, it's and it sounds like a lot of fun. Having all your friends together to do these things. How are you doing it now? Like, are you meeting virtually, or what's going
As of
on?
right now, we have virtual events. We have events online like Zoom meetings, but we do our best to bring the whole youth together. But we do the best we can. As of right now, we can't host events like we usually would do in the past, but we do our best, like having Zoom meetings, just to bring the whole youth together and just talk about what are our future plans and what we may do at the end of the year, like Father was talking about, and next year what we can do.
Next Sunday, can you say about that for next Sunday?
Next Sunday, what?
Golf.
Golf. Oh yeah, we also next Sunday we have Top Golf, and we're bringing the whole
Golf, nice.
Yeah, we're bringing the whole youth together, our whole Goya, and we're gonna try to create strong relationships with the youth, because our youth right now is like majority younger, and they just need to create strong friendships with all one another, just so they can keep coming back and just enjoy themselves for the future, and just and just have fun. Yeah, basically fun. Basically.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. So you're the vice president.
Yeah, vice president.
So you gonna have elections again this year?
Yeah, we're gonna have elections because we're gonna have seniors graduating, and not everyone's gonna be staying. So yeah.
It's tough for the seniors. They kind of like missed out on their final year. That's a shame. Some of the trips that you've gone on, like I remember we went camping. We went to like a camping ground where we did like fishing and other like outdoor stuff. We did Olympics.
Yeah, Olympics. That was a big one.
Yeah, it's a big
everyone
one.
loved doing that.
Yeah.
That's something we always looked forward to every year.
Yeah.
It's all about having fun with all that.
How many people are in Goya just about now?
Goya.
For St. Thomas. Yeah.
What do you think, Father? How many think are in Goya?
I think we had over 80.
A decent amount.
Kids.
80 kids.
Registered.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot. Younger youth.
Yes, I mean under these circumstances. Otherwise, we would have had over 100.
It goes in cycles, right? Because let me tell you, when I was in Goya, and we only did, in my tenure in Goya, we did one Olympics, and it was just 3 of us. How many people compete in the Olympics now?
A lot of people come and just compete for the Olympics. We have probably 15 people, I'd say, at least. But a lot of kids, they all love coming to Olympics and just showing what they have and show their talents with all the sports.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and also the Youth Commission of the Delaware Valley is preparing an online event which is going to happen in April, which is called Goya has got talent.
Goya's Got Talent.
Yeah.
That's right. That's going in place of Sights and Sounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all the youth of the Delaware Valley is invited to send like videos with, like a presentation to be, as a part of this final project which we are preparing. We're trying to do the best we can. And God willing, if things are better, I want to have something like a youth gathering outdoors before the end of May for all Goyans, and maybe open to all youth, the youth of our parish, to have like a barbecue outside.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
Something, I don't know.
To bring everybody together.
We're working on this
We'll figure it out.
program, yeah. But we definitely want to have something outdoors before the end of the school year to make them feel like they're back and together.
Yeah, very important.
Definitely. Well, Michali, thank you again for coming and being a part of our program. I also had the opportunity, we'll play the video in a second here, to talk with your president, Beatriz Nicola, as well, and she shared some, her message as well, as far as like how she feels about being a part of Goya. So let's take a look at that video for a little bit.
But please don't go. We're moving towards the end of our program.
Yes.
So don't leave us yet.
Don't leave. Yes.
Because the next presentation will be our Hellenic afternoon school. And then we will conclude.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up after that.
And the final.
We'll announce the final prize, which is the iPad and the bonus prize, right before we wrap things up. But yeah, we have Greek school as towards the end as our final segment. But let's hear from Beatriz real quick about her experience with
Beatriz is the president of our Goya.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Beatriz Nicola. She is the president of Goya for the St. Thomas Cherry Hill Church. Beatriz is a senior this year, and she has a message to read to us. So, on behalf of Goya, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Beatriz Nicola. I am the president of Goya from 2020 to 2021. I was the vice president while Mano Mikros was the president in 2019 to 2020. And that was when the pandemic had hit. So we got to have like the beginning of that Goya year together. But then unfortunately, after we couldn't really get together and after that. I have been on the board for Goya for I think all my years ever since 7th grade. But I do want to say something about Goya. I want to say how Goya, in my perspective, is like a tree. So the tree's roots are like the different aspects Goya provides for us. These different aspects help build a great foundation to support our faith, culture, and care in one. St. Thomas is our support system and our second home. The St. Thomas community has helped me grow into the individual I am today. It has taught me the beauty of giving back to the community through all of our community service projects and fundraisers that we are part of. It has nurtured my creativity and athletic side through Sights and Sounds and Del Val basketball teams and tournaments, through Olympics. And through these events of Sights and Sounds and all the Del Val basketball Olympics, I have established lifelong friendships and memories that I will cherish forever. And most of all, St. Thomas is like it's my second home. This is where I continue to practice my Greek Orthodox faith. And at the same time, I discover who I am as a person. And it's something that I do miss going to every day. I do. Goya is like, when I describe myself, Goya is like one of the biggest aspects of who I am.
Well, that's amazing to hear, and very, very beautifully said, and I appreciate you sharing that with us. So, Beatriz, now that the pandemic has started, how has things changed for Goya?
Now, like the pandemic, during the pandemic, things have been very different. So Goya is really like, when you think of Goya, it's like Sights and Sounds practices, it's Goya dances, it's even Sunday school. It's yeah, we like everything. It's everything that we do in Goya. It's our meetings. Everything we do in Goya, we always it's a get together. So now that we can't physically all be with each other and get together, and it is very hard to build friendships, and it is very hard to be a part of many different activities because we can't all be together. So that has been a very big impact. It's been like our involvement, because there's not much that we can do through the computer other than our Zoom calls. We do play like a couple of games when we do. So when we do have our meetings, as president, I do try my best to find different activities to help everybody interact. But it's very difficult through the screen. We play a couple of games. And I think it's fun. Everybody else enjoys it as well, but we do miss seeing each other. Like I remember even in Goya, I remember like before we would go to Goya dances, the excitement that would lead up that entire week. I remember all the fundraisers that we've done. Like every Sunday we would have like a fundraiser after church. It just built our communication skills. It built like our connections to others, and we even got to meet people from other churches, from St. Luke's, St. Demetrius, St. George Media, Holy Trinity in Delaware. I've built many great friendships, and people who I will be going into the maids and other like higher, like when we get older, like the different organizations that you'll be meeting more and more people, and Goya is just the start of it.
Yeah, it certainly is a foundation, and definitely a place where you will forge friendships that will last with you a lifetime. Absolutely. And you mentioned some of the things that you know pre-pandemic, when life was normal, fundraisers and stuff, and that's what my next question was going to be, what are some of the things, one or two things that you do for Goya besides the basketball and the meetings? I mean, like actual like activities for either for the church or fundraising, whatever you had done.
So we do take part, like every year we have our frappe stand at the Wara. We have our souvlaki sale. Also we've been a part of many different retreats. And these retreats are like, they have helped us like learn and like experience more about our faith, and which is very nice for us to get to be able to do that. And we've had like guest speakers come in. We've helped the homeless. We've made many different food drives. I've been to the food kitchen many times before the pandemic. I was there maybe every month. We would go every 2 months. I was there. I was helping out. That's awesome. And it was something that I am it's very, very awesome. Like that we get to be able to be a part of so many things and giving back to the community. And this is where we can do it.
Definitely. Now, I heard, and I hopefully this will be a good promotion for you.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Daniel Kusula Center. With me, we have more live guests as we are going into our next segment. Again, before I move on, again, thank you to Beatrice for taking the time to do that interview. And we also had Michael here live, who did a lot of the same questions, so we didn't want to repeat. And we are running a little bit over, so we want to be respectful of everyone's time. So I have Caroline Kokolis and I have Panayota Denimaris with me, and we're going to talk about the Greek school. And I have a little slideshow that I wanted to play first of all the children that are in the Greek school. So let's take a quick look at the slideshow, and then we're going to do some Q&A. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
wonderful. That was a really nice little slideshow. So again, with me, I have President of the Parent-Teacher Organization, Caroline Kokolis, and the principal of the Greek school, Panagiotis Telemaris. I was definitely, I will say, in my Greek school years, I was definitely very familiar with the principal. I was often in their office.
I didn't have the pleasure
No.
to meet you there.
I don't know if it was a pleasure, but anyway, we got through it, so it's all good. So thank you. Thank you for joining us today and being part of our program. So tell us a little bit about your positions, and Caroline, you can go first, I guess.
I want to say that Caroline is a graduate of our Hellenic school. Okay?
Yes, I was a graduate. It was like 1990 something. I won't tell you the exact year. Yeah, we're from the PTO, and we raise funds for the school. First, thank you, Mikey, and thank you, Father, for organizing this wonderful telethon. What we do is we just support the school, and we throw events for the kids, and we just try to be there for everybody.
Nice. And Panagiotis, you as the principal, tell us a little bit about what your responsibilities are.
Responsibilities when we were in school, there for me to oversee curriculum. The classes Mondays and Thursdays from 4:30 to 6:30. Now actually my role is a little bit different. I still oversee everything, but with everything that we live in our days, it's hard for everyone.
So has everything gone virtual? How is Greek school operating?
It's 100% virtual. Mondays and Thursdays we do classes just for an hour. Before it was 2 hours,
Right.
But now it's just an hour. We are very lucky that our teachers, they're very responsible, and they do the best that we can to keep our students in school.
Sure. I think we have some footage of what that looks like for.
Before we go to that, which is very informative for everyone to watch, I want to say that we have to give many congratulations to Mrs. Delimaris and all the teachers of our school. Let me say the names. Κυρία Δώρα Γκάρα, κύριος Στάσος Φακίνος, κυρία Γλυκερία Φούντογλου, κυρία Ελπίδα Χριστοδουλάκη, κυρία Έφη Λάβδα, κυρία Σπυριδούλα Γερακιού, κυρία Χριστίνα Χωριάτη, κυρία Ελένη Μανταγά και κυρία Μαργαρίτα Βρετού, οι οποίοι όλοι και οι 10 όλον αυτό το χρόνο κάναν μια φανταστική δουλειά. We have to tell our parishioners that our school hasn't stopped during the COVID pandemic. Everything went online. We have regular classes every Monday and Thursday, and our teachers have been doing an excellent job. It's very different. It's very tiring for everyone, for both the kids and the teachers to prepare, but they have been doing very successfully. And we have to give many thank yous and credit and congratulations not only to the kids and the teachers, but also to the parents who have been sending their kids to our Hellenic school. Even during the pandemic, we kept the same number of students as we had the year before, when everything was in person. We reached 103. 104 students, although all the classes were online. And thank you, Caroline Kokolis, as the president of the PTO, and all the members of the PTO, who are the parents of our children, for supporting us so much. Our school has a history of over 90 years. It goes back to Camden in the 1920s, and we have to maintain this history and make it even stronger and bigger through your help and support. So please now enjoy a small presentation, a small video to see how...
It's an inside look, really, of how it's
how the
operating.
Greek school
Yeah.
classes have been conducted on Zoom.
Ωραία. Τώρα, ποιος θα μου πει μία λεξούλα που έχει μέσα ή αρχίζει με τσου? Γιάννη.
Τζατζίκι.
Για να πάμε κάπου, για παράδειγμα, για να πούμε ότι πάμε στην Ελλάδα και θέλουμε να αγοράσουμε ένα αεροπορικό εισιτήριο. Από πού θα το αγοράσουμε το αεροπορικό εισιτήριο? Από την... Θα πάμε για να πάρουμε το τρένο. Στον...
Σταθμό.
Πολύ σωστά.
Μπράβο. Πολύ ωραία.
Ο πατέρας της Ελεάνας είναι και μερικές φορές όταν ταξιδεύει κοιμάται μέσα στο πλοίο.
We love St. Thomas.
Στην Νέα Υόρκη.
Ωραία. Και τι άλλο? Ποιο άγαλμα βρίσκεται στη Νέα Υόρκη? Άλλη ελληνική εκκλησία βλέπουμε στη Νέα Υόρκη. Στην πόλη της Νέας Υόρκης. Συγκεκριμένα στο Μανχάταν. Ποια είναι η μεγάλη αυτή εκκλησία που βλέπουμε? Μιχάλη?
Της Άγιας Τρία. We love St. Thomas Church and the Greek School.
All right, we're back live, and just watching that montage is just—it's surreal. Like just watching everyone just being on the computer, trying to learn. It's not ideal, but it seems like that they're doing the best they can, and it must be difficult for the teachers just to try to organize this. And for you as the president, like how quickly did you what did you have to do to put this all together to make it work?
Everything started last year in March, and I have to say we were very blessed because in September of 2019, we registered with a new platform, online platform of learning Greek. And I say it's a blessing because when the pandemic hit, we were kind of prepared for this because our school only closed for a week and a half. And we made the accounts in Zoom, and we are ready to go. So, and this year, we continue with that. We have the Google Classrooms. We are more prepared, and we tried whatever mistakes we did as a trial period last year to eliminate them and go forward this year.
Amazing.
So it's hard. You need to be very, very well prepared to teach online for an hour, and I cannot thank enough our teachers for that.
Yeah, they're putting in tremendous time and effort. Caroline, what's next for the PTO?
Well, for now, we only did one fundraiser this year. We decided as a group, not to have too many fundraisers because of the situation. So we're just waiting for school to open again. I mean, we are having a picture day next month, just to get the kids together outside and see each other, and then that way we can, see their, pictures. Yeah. But we're just optimistic that school will be normal, hopefully in the next year, so we can get back to.
Is September, as we approach September? I mean, I know it's still pretty far away. Mm-hmm. Are we thinking that it might be in person, or do we not have? Are we just kind of keeping that in the air for further
It is actually in the air. We don't know what next month will bring.
Right.
We are actually slowly starting to do few things, like we're preparing the 25th of March celebration because we're celebrating the 200 years of the Greek independence, and we're trying to do small steps. So I'm not quite sure what's going to be next September, but I do hope so that we're back in our classrooms.
Yeah, it's certainly tremendous, all the work that you and Caroline are doing, and we really appreciate that that Greek School's been able to continue in these like really difficult and challenging times. And you know, the kids, I mean, it's not ideal, but I'm sure they're at least they're getting their exposure to the language, and you know, it'll be better as we get better, as the community and the vaccine rollout happens, and and hopefully the doors are open for us to be physically here. But yeah, I mean, thank you, both of you, for all the effort and work and commitment. I mean, it's not easy. Somebody has to do it, you know, and everyone's like, oh, you know, who's going to do it? Like, you decided it's going to be me. Like, you volunteered to do it. So thank you so much for taking up
If I
such
may
a...
say something
Yeah, of
in
course.
Greek as well.
Yeah.
Θέλω πολύ να ευχαριστήσω τον ιερέα μας, τον αγαπητό πατέρα Χριστοφόρο και το Εκκλησιαστικό Συμβούλιο, διότι στήριξε κάθε προσπάθεια του ελληνικού σχολείου να μην κλείσει. Και αυτό είναι πάρα πολύ σημαντικό. Είχαμε προβλήματα και παραμένουν αρκετά προβλήματα, αλλά τουλάχιστον δεν έκλεισε το σχολείο και είμαι πάρα πολύ χαρούμενη που έχουμε τον ίδιο αριθμό παιδιών που είχαμε και πέρυσι. Γι' αυτό σας ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ.
Και εμείς ευχαριστούμε. I would like to invite all the Greek school families to the celebration of the 25th of March that we have been planning, which will take place on Sunday, March 28th, 12:30 in the afternoon, honoring and celebrating the 200th anniversary of the Hellenic Revolution and the independence of the Hellenic nation. Also, on Monday, March 22nd at 5 p.m., we will gather outside of the Cherry Hill Township, the municipal hall, to raise the Hellenic flag, celebrating as well the 200th anniversary. And I invite all of you. This will take place outdoors, so there's no a limit, a restriction actually, so we can just come and park in the township parking lot. We will not be marching as we do every year from the church to the township. We will meet there 5 p.m. on Monday, March 22nd. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything.
And thank you to the PTO for the very kind donation, as always.
Oh,
Yes, very supportive.
Thank you.
it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
So we're wrapping up things shortly. And before I do want to read the updated list here, get the updated numbers. And as I'm doing that, there is still time. Call us, 856-335-5027, or go on our website to make your final donations. I'm about to read the next prize, but there's one more left. So any type of donation is for the bonus one, the Apple iWatch. Any type of donation will be automatic in the running for the Apple iWatch. So give us a call. There's still a few minutes left. So with that being said, I would like to thank Elias and Chrysoula Choriatis, Constantine and Georgianne Choriatis, John and Tanya Sideris, George and Zoe Kousoulis, Effie and John Birbilis, Pete and Vara Kapatos, Theophilos and Ashton Christodoulou, Anthony and Michelle Zisimos, George and Kathy Zografos, Constantine and Angela Zografos, Anastasios Ringos, Alex and Joanna Stabilopoulos, Andrea Villare, Gus and Christina Vasilakis, Kathy Nanas Blair, sorry. Blyer? It's Blyer, I apologize. Konstantinos and Aliki Miliaresis, Yannis and Anastasia Parameritis, Vasilios and Angeliki Kolovos, Marianthi Ministeratos. And we are, ladies and gentlemen, at $47,845. That's unbelievable. We surpassed our goal from last year. Now, we got the iPad Pro that we're about to give out, and we're going to pick the name out of the hat. And one of you, who's going to pick? Caroline?
That's fine. Go ahead.
All right. Spanish is going to choose. Here we go.
There you go.
Who do we have here? Oh, look at that. And the winner of the iPad Pro is Pete and Varvara Capatos. Congratulations. All right. Brand new iPad. All right. Thank you for your donation. So, thank you again.
Thank you.
I'll use it next year for the telethon.
We will. Here.
These things are great. This is a Pro. It's the best thing.
We'll do one more announcement.
What is it?
So,
This is
as
the-
we wrap up,
The same thing as that?
It's the bigger size. This is, I guess, 10.9.
Father, again, I want to say thank
I'll
you.
use it next year.
I want to say thank you to all our community, all the people that are watching from home, everyone that's donated today. This has been a tremendous event and a tremendous effort from everyone. Thank you to everyone that's here that helped us out. In fact, here, let's let them say a quick hello. We got Sakis. Say a quick hello, Saki.
Hey everyone, and thank you for letting me participate this year. It was a great help, and hopefully we reach the goal for this year's annual budget.
Thank you, Saki. And Dr. Liadis.
Well, you've all heard me, and thank you again, Maki, for a great presentation. Thank the community in general for supporting St. Thomas.
And Jerry Capatos.
I appreciate everyone donating and helping out our wonderful church, and hopefully we could just keep up the success with the donations. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to Tassos, my technical director. Wonderful job. He's at church. You can hear him during the church service as he does the kind of psaltis, right? Yeah.
Psaltis.
I don't know what psaltis is in English.
Chanter.
Chanter? There we go. Chanter. I was like psaltis. I don't know. I'm trying to think how to say it in English. So he's our psalti. Thank you to our parish council president Charlie Sandillos, and of course, thank you to Father Christoforos. Thank you for everything that you do, not just for today, for everything. So.
Thank you, Mikey.
You want to?
And thank you, Mikey, for putting all this together.
Listen.
We
really
need to thank you.
Yeah, we would not have been able to do that without you, without your hard work. You put everything together in terms of the technical part, and here we are today, having collected the amount of almost 50,000, and this is because of you and me as your priest, your spiritual father. I'm very proud to see people like you, people like Jerry, like Saki. I'm talking about the younger generation who were born and raised in this church, in this community, to be active parts now in the administration of the church. And this is a great message for all the young people. You know, Metropolitan Evangelos used to say something that I very much endorse. He said that the youth, the children, is not the future only, but the present. So the church exists and is here for the kids, for our children, and we're very happy to see them to grow and take active positions in the life of our parish. I would like to thank Charlie, the president of our parish council, all the members of the parish council, all the 17 people that have been working so hard, and even during the pandemic, this work doubled. I want to say that our parish council is doing an excellent job, and thank you everyone for trusting us You know, when we started this renovation, we began with a debt of 2.5 million. Back then, that number sounded as a crazy number, and it was. So today, or as of to date, like 2 years later, we have reduced this debt from 2.5 to 1.8. That means that we have used 700,000 towards the principal. You know, this is not easy to happen. That took a lot of time, a lot of hard work, and a lot of wise administration and transparency. Okay, so the fact that you have been helping us so much, the fact that the stewardship during the pandemic year was in the best numbers ever, the fact that all of you contributed online when the church was closed, that means that you trust us, that you love us, and that you like the work that we have been doing. And we promise you that we will continue to do that. The renovation of our church was a miracle. And I say that, and I will never stop saying that. It was a miracle. It happened in a way, in a miraculous way. When we started this dream, when I first came, when back then Stathis Karadonis was the president, and we first discussed about this dream they had, it sounded so out of this world. And then Dimitris Rozanitis became the president, and we finished the facade. So we saw the first part of the renovation becoming a reality. And that gave us more courage and strength to continue. And then George Horiadis became the president, and we put the plans down and we planned everything out. And then the 2 years of Tassos Efstratiadis' presidency were the years when the actual construction and renovation took place. And now Charlie Sandilos, this is his second year as the president, is trying to continue this legacy and deal with the hardest part, which is not the scheduling and the planning, but is the paying off of the debt, which is the worst and the most difficult. So we must be all together, united, and as a family, to continue the good work that we have been doing and to bring this debt down. Okay, that's why we set this this goal of 200,000. And can I say that, Charlie, it's the first time we have been announcing that. We are thinking and we're planning actually to have a spring mini festival, like a small agora, late May or beginning of June for 3 days. And again, this, whatever we collect from this mini festival will go towards the mortgage. Okay, so I have no words, only words of gratitude and love for all of you, those who contributed tonight, those who were not able to contribute tonight, but they watched us, those who maybe are skeptical, but time will prove and show them that it's a good cause and they have to donate and help their church. And those, even from Greece, today people watched us, so thank you all. Now, in a week, we are entering Great and Holy Lent, so we have to multiply the spiritual trial that we have been going through, and we fast, we forgive, we participate more in the divine services of the church, and we move forward towards the Holy Week and Easter and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Αυτά. So thank you Dr. Iliadis, thank you Jerry Kapatos, thank you Saki Delimaris for helping us out tonight. Tasso Fakinos, you are a unique person, not only in terms,
many hats.
exactly, not only in terms of your personality, but also in terms of your many gifts that God has bestowed upon you, and we thank you, and you are a precious co-worker in the service of this church. And αυτά.
Right.
Can I say more?
No.
No. Okay, I'm done.
Fast. I'm hungry. I need to go home and eat. For those who want to donate after this program, you can still do that. You can do that by going to the link that you see below or going to the church website. So you can continue to donate to our cause. Just don't call the phone number after tonight because it's not going to work. So, all right. The bonus prize, everyone's in the hat. Father, do the honors. One last prize, and then we'll wrap it up. There we go. What do we got? Who is it?
Guess who? Χαράλαμπος and Katerina Kokolis.
Congratulations, Thea and Phil.
Μπράβο. Μπράβο και Apple Watch, κυρία Κατερίνα.
You're going to be able to count your steps.
Yes.
So, let's put that on there.
Θα κάνετε παρέα με τη Μαριάνθη τώρα.
Well, let's play the renovation video one more time, and then we'll come and say our final goodbyes.
Βάλε και το hat.
No, intro. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again.
Nice hat.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Charlie. Yasas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, by the way. Thank you. Thank you.
Καλές αποκριές.
Καλό Πάσχα.
Καλή Σαρακοστή. Καλό Πάσχα.
Καληνύχτα. Γεια σας.
Γεια σας.
Perfect. All right. Whew. That's it. Just hit